Oh, I didn't
intro.
do any intro.
No intro, just raw dog it.
Intro. Wow. Hold on.
Just fully raw dog that.
Just no intro at all. That was really, you know what? I'm not even gonna do an intro. I'm not even gonna do an intro because this is the chaoticness of this stream. Hello, everybody. I have this many pages. This is not one book. These are all the individual pages. I know. Can you I don't even know how many pages this is. It feels like an obscene amount.
That feels like more than 700.
It does feel like more than 700, but I don't know. So I'm not going to take the time to count them all. I mean, I'm going to count as I sign, but what I'm going to do is see how many I can sign in an hour and then compare that size to the rest of the pile size to kind of extrapolate how long it's going to take me. But this is what we're here for. We're going to be signing my book today. In case you didn't know, I've been hesitant about doing the official special edition announcement, even though I guess I was told that I could, but there's no link to it now yet or anything like that. So I've been a little not keeping it a secret. I just haven't been screaming from the rooftops the way that I wanted to scream from the rooftops that my book is getting a special edition. But my book is getting a special edition, and one of the special things about that special edition, if I can get these done on time, is that they will be signed copies. So I'm going to show them off again. This is how many books or pages I have to sign. I yesterday went to the store and I got 2 Sharpies, one green and one silver. Real ones will know. And by real ones, I mean only Katie and the half a dozen people who've read the ARC. But
and your editor.
This is true. And my editor and my agent and, lots of people actually know what the green and silver mean. But I'm going to tell you guys now, the green and silver are the representation of my main character's magic. She has this necklace that she wears it's called the Moonstone because that's a reference to many a Halloween movie and TV show. And it changes color depending on what type of magic it's near. And whenever she wears it, it's green and then but slowly morphs a little bit with flecks of silver as the book goes on. So interesting.
It's so good.
Thank you.
Y'all don't even know.
Thank you. Hold on. I'm going to take a drink of water. Katie, say hi to the people.
Hi, people. I'm here because I have nothing better to do. Except I'm painting my nails now. I'm doing my nails because I did them the other day and I did them really badly because I was watching TV while I was doing them. And I don't know. I had them red and I just didn't feel like red. So we're
what color?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't have my full collection with me because I'm still fucking dog sitting. It's okay. We're not going to talk about it. So what do we have? Maybe the chat. Oh, maybe I should do green in honor of Kate.
Green with a silver accent nail. Oh, the green sparkles, please.
Green
Those are beautiful. I'm wearing Holo Taco lavender syrup right now on my nail.
Oh my God. Oh, I love that one.
To Fadina, the publisher of, it is not called This Book is for October anymore. It's called A Dark and Secret Magic. Yes. It will always be This Book is for October and a piece of my heart, but A Dark and Secret Magic.
The book is still for October.
That is true. Yes. It is being published by Alcove, but the special edition is through Unplugged Books. And I put the link to Unplugged Books in the description of this video, of this live stream, but there is no way to sign up for my book yet. So keep your eye on Instagram. I will make a huge splashy announcement when that occurs. I probably will make a YouTube video about it. So yeah.
There'll be a newsletter.
There will be a newsletter, which, oh my God.
The newsletter didn't go out.
It did. It only sent to 13 people for no reason. I literally said send to 53 people, all the people in my inbox, on GoDaddy, and it only sent to 13 people, including Becca C. Smith. And so I wanted to message Becca and just be like, can you just forward this to everybody, please?
Because I was like, where the fuck is my newsletter? Because I've been signed up for the newsletter. Here's the thing. No one will ever knock me from the pedestal of #1 Wallace Stan. Because I was one of the first people to sign up for her newsletter. So
Becca's here. Becca, can you just forward my newsletter to everybody, please? Oh my God that you're here.
You're summoned.
Yes. Yes. Think of the angel, not the devil.
Sorry. Yes.
I want to say hello to people quickly. Madison is here, our beloved Miss Barnes. The
Hi.
most delightful thumbnail and stream title I've ever seen, Wallace. I hope you're so excited and proud of your success. You know what, Madison? This is such a great point. I want to take a second. I am literally doing a live stream right now.
You are in your John Green era. You
know what's so funny? I made a TikTok of that, and I was like, I feel like John Green. And then you can see my face fall for a second because I'm like, didn't he end up with a really bad occupational injury from signing so many books? But then I remembered, if you go back and watch those videos, he literally has boxes and boxes. And I think in comparison, this should be fine.
Yeah.
I think for the people who've just arrived, these are
that's still so many.
And you're
can you show off the front page?
I don't know if I can. My editor hasn't given me permission yet. I asked. So here's a little sneak peek of what the signed page is going to look like. That's just a sneak peek. I don't know if I can show the full thing. This is crazy. This is a live stream to sign my book. That's actually kind of crazy.
Like, can you imagine? Like, let's picture back to 2020 Wallace.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna sign.
Oh,
yeah, right. Like that was a time.
That was a time.
Pre-meeting us.
Oh, terrible.
The agent.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Terrible.
And here we are signing your book that
special edition.
The special edition.
Yeah.
Like, what the?
I'm so excited. So Madison, thank you for this comment because it is a good reminder to like take a second and just absorb everything that's happening right now because it is actually crazy. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to go live was because it's kind of fun to have it on record. And also it's fun to body double.
Content.
7 minutes in, haven't signed a single page yet though.
That's par for the course.
You know what I should have done? We should have done this on the Trouble channel so you could have run the stream and I could have just been signing, you know?
I thought about that about 3 seconds before we went live.
Yes.
But I was like, whatever. I mean, you could still give me power and I could still run the stream.
That is true. Well, we'll figure that out. I know. So the Moonstone is 100% an homage to both the Vampire Diaries and to the Mary-Kate and Ashley 90s movie Double Double Toil and Trouble. So it is 100% vampires and werewolves coming for it. Maybe some witches.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Kiko says, I'm 56% into my outline for Project Owlite, but 8,000 behind. That's okay.
That's still killing it. Oh my God.
I'm never going to get over being denied the arc for A Dark and Secret Magic on NetGalley. It's the loss of my life. Oh my gosh, Madison, I'm so sorry. That is crazy because I feel like they've been giving out those arcs like freaking Tic Tacs. Like, I feel like everybody's getting one. Oh, I'm sorry.
Madison, what's your rating percentage on NetGalley?
What do you mean?
Like, so you get approved for things based on if you've reviewed other things. Like, you're more likely to if you've reviewed other things. Like, Jod reviews everything, so she gets pretty much approved for all NetGalleys. And like, the higher demand the book is, like they give it to the people who are more likely to review. So the people who best review percentages.
Wait, but they're not just giving it to people who rate highly, right? They're just giving
No. So say you're a person, you request 10 NetGalley books. And you only review one of them, you're probably not going to get another one because your thing is so bad. But if you review all 10 of those books throughout the course of like 6 months, like before the book comes out, and like you keep doing it, and your rating is like 100% or percentage, is 100%, you are probably more likely to get approved for a NetGalley book. Although it's not always.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know.
They don't give them out willy-nilly. Sometimes it feels like it, but there's also, and they don't do this. I don't know if they've done this for your book. I haven't seen it, and I don't think they have because I have an NetGalley account. I don't review, but sometimes they will let you read books for free for 24 hours on NetGalley, and like then you can like review a book and get your percentage up that way if you're interested. Hacks for NetGalley as a non-book reviewer.
Oh, good to know. Thank you, guys. You came here to learn stuff.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm teaching. Get your notebooks out, okay? Class is in session. There's going to be a pop quiz at the end of this.
This is so exciting, Becca. I should just send Becca the link too, so she can hop on with us. And then Mars, and then Grape, and then we can just start playing D&D.
Play D&D.
For anybody watching, Katie and I and Becca C. Smith and Somber Honey, and Grape Fry all play D&D together on the YouTube channel, The Blank Page Tavern, and we play about every 2 weeks. We're playing through the Tomb of Annihilation campaign guide. I'm the DM. They are all amazing players. If you like D&D,
we're having a great time. It's
come
like
hang
most
out with
fun.
us. It's AuthorTube D&D. We're all storytellers. It's so fun. Am I a plotter or pantser? I would say, Katie, I need to give you power because I got to start signing. How do we do this? How do we figure this out?
Okay, we gotta see. Let me look into StreamYard. Okay, there's a way that you can like send me, because Jess sent me a link that's like,
okay,
here's how you like something like that.
Will you work on that while I answered these comments?
Yes.
Thank you. I used to be a pantser. I then took a turn into plotting, and I wrote This Book is for October, which is the book that I'm publishing now, entitled A Dark and Secret Magic. That was fully outlined, but that was also an homage to Hallmark movies. And so I actually ended up, ooh, this is like, this could make a fun Instagram post. My outline for A Dark and Secret Magic started off as basically a Reddit post about the hallmarks of a Hallmark movie. And someone was like, this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens. And there's like, they meet and they kind of don't like each other. And then they force proximity, and then like the almost kiss. And then, and so I was like,
there's a man stirring a pot with absolutely nothing in it.
Yeah, I made a whole video where I broke down the outline of this book before I actually started writing it. One of the videos I most often go back and watch just for the joy of it, because it's so fun to see how many things change and how many things stayed the same. But I do find there is still some magic in pantsing. I for a moment there was like a full plotter convert.
Cult member.
Thank you. But I'm now a little bit like, but there's some magic to just being like, where will the story take me? Madison says, I definitely made an account just for Wallace's book, so it was a long shot, but still, I'm sorry. Fadina, congrats. Thank you. Signing things is a legit milestone. It really is. This is something to remember. This is the first time I heard about NetGalley. Being published was also the first time I really comprehended NetGalley. I had heard the term a few times, but I hadn't understood what it was until I started getting published. Hi, gonna be in between yours and Crystal stream. I'm sorry for other people who are streaming today. This was really impromptu. I didn't mean to step on people's toes. I just needed to get this done. And yet 12 minutes in and I haven't signed a single one yet. Okay.
I figured out how to give me power.
Oh, you did? Tell me.
Yes. Okay, so go to your StreamYard account, like on a different tab, obviously. Don't go to StreamYard here.
That'd be funny. Okay.
And I'd be like, great, now I can't tell her how to do anything.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm on my StreamYard tab.
And then go to members on the left side. It says members.
Yeah.
And if you hit invite member,
oh,
wait. Yeah. I guess add a team name. What?
Okay, I'm doing it. It's the Wallissimo team. Okay. And then your email, which,
yes. You can do writer
always use the one I always send.
Yeah, the one you always use. Yeah, the one you always use. Yeah, the one that's my actual last name.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I think that's
Poopy Pants.
Yep, that's me. You just doxed me on the internet.
I'm so immature. This
is the life. Okay, and then I think that should give me access to. I might have to re-enter the stream.
Okay, invite has been sent. Let me know if you receive it. Everybody, what are people feeling today? Keiko's going, hopping back to Crystal stream because my internet and YouTube cannot handle both for long. Totally fair. Becca says, I'm still coughing. So I don't want to ruin your stream with coughing. I'm so sorry. I hope you're feeling better. I'm so sorry your trip got messed up, Becca. As soon as I heard that you had COVID, I was so sad for you. I know you're really looking forward to that. Mom says, can I say it's just so lovely to the evolution of your social media brain, Wallace? You went from, I don't know what to post to, this will make a great post this in a few weeks. She ebbs and flows. I love that journey for you. Just wait in a couple of weeks and I'll be back to IDK WTF to do.
LMAO. What am I doing?
All right. So I know this says productivity live stream, but what are we feeling? Do we want to do sprints? Do we just want to you run the chat? We could do a Q&A for both of us about just
hold on one moment.
Okay, see ya. Just me, guys. Love that for me. Should I? Okay, let's do a vote. I can't run a poll. I don't know how to run a poll. Katie, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Will you go into the YouTube and wait, do I have to do it? How do I
No.
run a poll? Green? There are only 9 people here. Everybody just put your thing in the chat.
I was like, I don't have access to your YouTube channel.
Right, you don't. Should I start with green or should I start with silver? And just for full clarity and transparency, I gave one of my neighbors one of the galleys and I signed that for her because she asked me to. So that was the first book I ever signed. So this one, the first one I signed will be
special edition.
What? This is the first special edition. That is true. Okay. Wow. Green right now is really overwhelming. If there's anybody who wants to be a champion for silver, you really got to get in now.
Here's the thing. I was also going to champion green.
Oh,
I was also thinking, as
green for John
Fadina
Green
says, for John Green.
Okay.
The moment of John Green. Yeah, John Green core.
Everybody's going green. I think, yeah. Okay.
As you should. Go green, everyone.
And then, yeah. How are you feeling, Katie, about, do you just want to chat? Do you want to be productive? Do we want to, like I said, do you want to do like a Q&A?
I would love a Q&A. You know I can't stop yapping.
Oh, yeah,
that's me. But if we did do sprints, I do have something to do. Because guess who started reading Emma last night?
Oh.
And when I say Emma, I do mean, okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, so we have to have some new faces in the chat. We have a friend who I got into tennis because I also wrote a tennis book. If you don't know me, I'm an author as well.
Wait, hold on. Can I just pause? I want to start signing.
Okay, go
ahead. This. So, but can we have a moment for my friend?
We got to have a moment. We have to have a moment. Oh my God.
This is the back.
Wait, ooh, what's your signature going to be? Oh my God.
I don't know. That's the thing. I have no idea. I have no idea.
It's a whirlwind. Yeah, you got to get some B-roll for the vlog.
The thing is that I don't have a way of, this is so unnecessary. Hold on. Can I film this? I'm just going to try, you guys. Because I'm really going to try and pull a John Green moment and like literally write out, this was the first one.
Oh, yeah.
But the problem is that I don't have a good setup for my phone. Can we just balance it? There we go. Balanced. Right. Oh, there we go. That actually fits. Okay. Is it recording? It is.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. This was the first one. Okay. Done. My very first one. Yay.
Wait, hold on. Because I have power. Hold on.
But we don't have the other things though. You have power, but we don't have the sounds.
Wait. Just wait.
Okay, I'm waiting.
It's processing. Hurry up.
God, Catherine. Nice. Yay.
It needed to be mummified. Okay.
Thank you. Wait, I just had a question here. And we're saying it out online, but I used my like legal signature just now. I feel like I should have a different signature for my author signature than my legal signature, you know?
I mean, I was about to, the only thing that'd be so funny, and obviously it isn't this, but if you had a pen name, because I have a pen name, you sign your legal signature with a pen name. But your name is on the book is actually Wallace Skinny. So.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
But it's fine. Madison says definitely a different signature, bestie.
Okay. Well.
So does Melon.
Well, whatever. One person out there is gonna get the one with my legal signature.
There you go.
Okay. Different signature, guys. You know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna. I really should have thought about this before I started doing it. Okay. Anyway, Katie, tell your Emma story. Story.
Okay. Sorry. So our friend Miranda, who I got into tennis, is writing a tennis book, a tennis rom-com that is an Emma retelling. And I'm on chapter 4 and I'm reading that. And I'm so obsessed. I've been leaving so many comments that are just genuinely so unhinged. Like literally been like, I'm foaming at the mouth. I'm feral. This man is crazy. The amount of ones that have been like, Emma, like that's the voice that like I haven't put that like, you Australian accent in it, but maybe I should. Anyway, so that's what I would be doing today if we were going to do sprints, but I'm also into yapping, as you well know, as most people in the chat know. We could also do a Q&A. I could pull up some writing questions if nobody has any. Where's my phone?
Well, people, and then, there are 10 people here now. but still not enough to warrant doing
Amazing.
a poll. Just put in your comments if you want to do sprints, if you just want to have us on in the background while you're being productive, while us two yapping queens just go, go, go.
Sure,
My,
that's us.
my story finally uploaded. Here we
Oh
go.
my gosh. Oh, I know. Instagram's been so annoying with that lately. It's been like, it
Yeah.
would take a million fucking years. Oh, sorry, we're on your channel. Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm just so used to being on the Trouble channel.
My problem is that like I know my signature makes it special, but I want to make every single one extra special. Like there's a little cat, and I want to be like, Merlin says hi. Like, I mean, come on, that's so cute.
You should do it for a couple of them, okay?
Okay.
Not all of them, because that'll drive you crazy.
Okay.
Merlin. Merlin is the cat, and he is the cutest thing. For some reason, I thought Merlin had green eyes, but he doesn't.
He has
He
yellow
has
eyes.
his orange eyes, actually.
Orange or something. Yeah, orange. But you know what though? This cat has green eyes on these signature pages, so we're just gonna go with it. Like it's the cat's eyes are multichrome.
Yeah, he's a magic cat, guys. He's a familiar. He
Exactly.
doesn't talk though, but he like kind of gets sassy.
He does. What should my signature be? Should I just do my initials?
You could do Wallace. What if you did Wallissimo?
That's cute.
Wallissimo. Because
But
that's who you are.
I feel like, oh my God, I'm wasting so much time, but I also want to be so intentional. Oh, Becca, we love you for, what's it called? Enabling us.
Yes. Thank you for letting us chat. Giving us the go-ahead to chat for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
A simplified signal, sure, that's still recognizable as yours, but not good enough to be legal. Also, save your wrist. True.
Yeah.
Fadina bringing up some excellent points in the chat.
Okay. The signature is going to evolve as we go through
Yeah.
this, and we're just going to go. Okay. Katie, I'm putting you in charge of the stream. I'm going to go. If you want to sprint, you sprint. If you want to do whatever, you do whatever. If you want to chat with me,
Am I allowed to talk to you? Am I allowed to ask you questions?
absolutely.
Okay. Well, if anyone has any questions, leave them in the chat. Until then, I'm going to pull up some questions. I can find my fucking cell phone. Where did it go? Hello? Oh, it's literally right behind me. I'm going to look up some author questions. And we're going to ask Ms. Mo because she is an author. Author questions or Q&A. There we go. Google, save me. Let's see. 50 author interview questions from Haley Horton. Last edited February 2024. Thanks, Haley. See if they're any good. Oh, okay. Miss Wallace, when did you first realize you wanted to be a writer?
Oh, when I was younger, I wrote all the time, stories all the time when I was a little girl. And I knew when I was looking at colleges, I like sat down with one of my sisters who was an aerospace engineer. And I said to her, I said, I don't know what I should do. Should I go to school to be a scientist because I was really interested in astrobiology, or should I go to school to be a writer? And my sister said, Wallace, you are good enough that you could always be a writer, but you can't just always decide to become a scientist. Sure. And first of all, such a compliment, because at the time I was not good enough to be a writer. But yeah, I went to school and I studied molecular biology and astronomy. But then after that, in my like hardest semesters when I was doing the most science, I would always turn to writing to kind of, like relax, I guess. So there were a lot of points where I was like, wow, why am I stressing myself out with science when I so enjoy writing? So it was like an evolution. It was both like it was always something I wanted to do, but both I had other dreams and then eventually came back to it kind of thing. So Katie, I'm tossing that same question back to you.
I like Wallace, I have always been a writer. I love writing so much. It's always been my favorite thing, my escape as well. I was very ill as a child, so I spent a lot of time writing whenever I could to escape from that. But I kind of realized, so lore drop about me, I actually was a history major in college. I was going to be a history education teacher or social studies education teacher, as I think that's what it is in America, at least. And I was going to like the teaching classes and like this, and I was like, I fucking hate this. I don't want to be a teacher. And at the same time, I was, I graduated from an honors college. So I was in my university, and then we had an honors college, which basically means that we got to sit around and do Socratic seminars and talk about life and philosophy and like how do you define good and bad and what therefore shall we do. I can make a whole video on the honors college. I loved it to death. Anyway, my first semester or second semester, my first semester, I had the English version of the course. I loved it. My professor was like the best man, one of the best men I've ever met. He was great. He was amazing. Never thought I'd say that about a man, but here we are. And yeah, I fell in love with English, and I was like, oh, this is what I'm meant to be doing. Like, this is like analyzing literature, like spending my days just like reading and writing and exploring themes and stuff. Like, that's what I'm meant to be doing, actually. And yeah, I went and changed my major, and and I was like, so, this is what I want to do. And I was pretty much unsure of like kind of the path I wanted to take. I was pretty sure I wanted to be published someday, but I also thought I wanted to be a professor. So I was like lining up to go to grad school, and then the pandemic happened. LOL. And here we are. So it's I kind of like rediscovered my love of writing. I also had several friends, or my roommates in college were also writers. They wrote fan fiction. And so I got really back into like writing and writing fan fiction that way. And that was kind of like my gateway back into it. Because I kind of fallen out of writing, and I didn't take it seriously until 2019, which was 2 years before I graduated. And I did my first nano. Can you believe that?
In 2019?
In 2019, November 2019, I did my first nano. That's where I discovered Kate Kavanaugh. Our lead live streams, an icon. We love Kate. Yeah, and that's when I finished The Wrath King. You can believe.
Oh, wait. I'm so sorry. Becca, is there a way to make a sigil out of Wallace's initials? You know who I want to put this to? Mullen.
Oh, Mullen.
Yeah.
So true. Sorry. Backseat streaming.
No, you're fine. I'm like, Mullen is our in-house graphic designer. Mullen's like, excuse you. I'm not out here working for free.
She really shouldn't be. She's so good. I saw her portfolio yesterday, and I was like, that's so good.
Yeah. How would you take a W, an R, and a K and make them? Yeah. Because the thing is that my legal signature is actually quite like easy for me to do. It's like, I mean, I know John Green has his down to like 2 strokes. Mine is 4 strokes. And I feel like I'm going slowly right now because I'm trying so hard to figure out my signature. I've literally done like 10 different signatures. These, I don't even know if the publisher will accept these. If they're going to be like, what is this? Like,
what is going on? Just put them in like the middle of the pile.
Yeah. Even though that one literally says this was the first one.
Also, I think this is so funny. A writers on writer interview obsessed. This is what we do all the time. Like I love it. I also love I read this. I've gotten autographs from authors at romance writers of the American Convention, and the majority of their authors had super large initials, readable, but the rest was scribbly.
Yeah. I want it to feel like you actually know the author signed it, because I've definitely gotten some books with author signatures that it's like, and you're like,
hello, who is this?
Yeah. So I would.
Which is why I'm worried about mine. Not that I have any special book box lined up, but my signature, when I tell you my signature is so bad.
Yeah.
So ugly.
Yeah.
We'll really have to figure it out. I'll have to spend like 2 months trying to figure it out.
I really should have thought about this before I started this. How would you do a W, an R, and a K? A W, R, and a K.
They're like all very different letters.
Yeah.
Also, hi Morgan, how you doing? And hi Wendy.
What if I did? I kind of do half my legal signature, where it's like the natural way I'd write my first name, but then like a nice K instead of the. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm just gonna quickly star all of the questions we've gotten so far, so I don't accidentally miss somebody.
Thank you.
But if I do, please just comment it again, or be like, "Bitch, you've missed me," and I will send you a cake. I don't know. Miranda says, "Oh my God, will he smoke? Can I have your autograph?"
Anytime, girl. Anytime. Maybe, you know what? I don't even have that many. Maybe I shouldn't be stingy with my wrist. Maybe I should just be signing, like writing out my full name, like in cursive, just going for
Maybe.
it.
I don't know. And then okay, so Julie says if you do a larger W and then an angular R on the left V and a K on the right V, super angular, not even balancing, but it could work. I would have to see this. I'm such a bad. I
Yeah.
can't visualize
Can
shit.
people post in the Discord if you're part of the Troublemaker Discord? Can you post your ideas in the
Like
chat?
write your own
In the
Wellissimo
chat? Yeah.
signature.
I need everybody's help. I can't do it on
Help!
my own.
I'm just a baby.
I just baby.
I love this. Manook said today, 8 minutes ago. I hope you practiced your book signature. LOL.
Oops. Oops. In the Discord? Or
Yeah,
where?
in the
That's
Discord.
funny.
I just hand you my firstborn child and a Sharpie.
What am I, Rumpelstiltskin?
I don't know. That's what it feels like. I'd have you sign my tits, to be honest. If I
Oh
was
my
gonna
God, Catherine.
Sorry, I'm unhinged. You shouldn't have me here today. Malin says, not to be like, I can't do it, but technically that'd be more of a typographic designer job, which I've never done much of, but I can look for inspo on Pinterest and see what's there. Smiley face. Malin, you are the love of my life.
Malin is the best. Such a gem of the community.
We love Malin. I love you so much.
I
Miranda
just
says,
spelled my own name, so that's good. I hope that person really that.
I hope I get that one. Wait, you haven't been practicing your celebrity autograph since you were able to hold a pen? I also can't read today.
I'm so sorry. Also somebody asked if I'm doing like little doodles as well, and I am. Every so often I'll do like a pumpkin.
Yeah.
If I feel like the signature isn't special enough, I'll do like a pumpkin.
Sometimes it's just the vibes, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, should we do our next question?
Yes.
Okay, our next question comes from our very own Malin. What would be your dream next project to publish? And this is very apt for you because you're actually very much thinking this.
I am. You know what? This is kind of a hard question because for me, my dream next project to publish, to me, I'm interpreting that as the book is done. Like, what is my dream book to have done? And legitimately, I would say I would really love to have Heliacal Rising done or Dead Stars or whatever the title of that is going to be. Just because I really do feel like that story is like one I really want to tell. But I just really struggle to get it.
It's a tough story.
It's a tough story, but I think it's so beautiful and I really want to tell it. But terrible Pumpkin Wallace. That's not that bad actually. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad. So I would love to do Heliacal Rising as my next book, but I also recognize that is like, I need to wait on that. I need to wait on that. This is so funny. So I had somebody from Pottery Barn come over to my apartment the other day
right. Oh my God.
to help me figure out how I should like lay out my apartment and get like the vibe for like help me pick out furniture and stuff because my bed got taken away. Anyway, she was asking me about what I do and I said I'm a writer and stuff like that. And she was so wonderful asking me all these questions about being a writer. And I said, one of the things I'm struggling with is that I do have other like witch books in mind to write, but I'm a little worried about getting pigeonholed into the witchy book. Like that's like the only thing I'm known for writing.
Witchy book life.
And she was like, you have your whole career ahead of you. Build your audience now, write stuff that you enjoy that's fun. And in the meantime, be sitting on and working on in the back burner those bigger, more philosophical books. And this is how you know that I'm a yapper, that this woman was able to like understand my situation after 5 minutes of helping me to pick out furniture, right? But
it's very girls in their pukas coded.
So true. Oh my God. You're so right. First of all, that's another project I'm like have been reworking on recently and I'm literally obsessed with her. Like she came out of nowhere and I'm having so much fun with her. But yeah, so I thought it was just really nice to hear that from someone like, you can pivot. And so for my next project, I suspect I will end up writing another witchy book, or maybe it'll, I was about to say maybe it'll be down bad, but it won't be down bad, but something like that,
Aw.
where it's like
Yeah.
a romance and fun. And then eventually I can get into the more, like highfalutin stories.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like my signature is so boring right now. I'm really sad for the people who are getting these. They're like not special. Well, you know what? They don't need to be special because the page itself is so special.
The page is special and the book is special.
Yes.
And Madison thinks there's something super interesting about the double L's and N's in your signature. So I almost want to say the whole name.
There is
There's something there. Your name is very satisfying.
Wallace Kinney. It's very, I was saying the other day.
Your middle name, Wallace Richardson Kinney. Like, yeah. Beautiful. Stunning.
Should I say, never mind, I'm not going to say this out loud, but you remember what I was saying about my name in our group chat the other day about how it's like,
yes.
Anyway, my name is like very of my heritage. Like there is no other name that, like, I literally was like, my name is like Irish or Walesy McIrish.
Irish face. Yeah. Walesy McIrish face.
Yeah. Because my first name literally means from Wales. And then Kinney is like one of the Winnis. Okay, that is deleting. That spelled my name wrong. Spelled my name completely wrong. That was funny. Anyway, Katie, you answer the question. What's the book you would love to have published? I mean, I know that like for you, that's like let's assume that you sell Cruel Summer.
Yeah, let's assume.
What book would you love to have published after your hypothetical debut?
This is so fascinating to me because Cruel Summer, if you didn't know, well, actually, and this leads into Fadina's question, who asked me, Katie, would love to hear about your book. So here I'll tell you. So Cruel Summer is a tennis romance novel that is a soulmate AU. So it's about two rivals who are soulmates and they don't know because so everyone gets a name on their wrist. When you touch your person for the first time, both of the names will go from silver to black. And so the rivals at the net at the Australian Open after the big final touch for the first time and they go, oh shit, we're soulmates. But also we kind of hate each other because we're rivals, blah, 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 chaos, romance, spice, and other craziness ensues. Also, it's sapphic. So there you go. That's about my book. So in the book, one of the main characters, Juliette Ritchie, she has 3 sisters. And I would love to write their books. But if I got to pick, like, just publisher was like, yeah, you know what? Pick whichever one you want. I would like to say that I would pick Invisible String. I love that book. But it is so tonally different than all the other books that I'm just like, we should probably keep this one for the back burner or book 5, which even then it's like, but that'd be my dream because I love Invisible String. It's one of my favorite things I've ever written. It's the hardest thing I'd ever written. And it was, I reread it recently and it kind of like grabbed me by the face and was like, this is actually semi-decent. Like, please fix it. Cause there's some stuff that needs to be different and then some like actual like structure problems because I'm an overwriter and it's just so thick of a book. So that's what my dream would be. It won't be though. It won't be Invisible String unless by some miracle they're like, yeah, no, this is fine. Doubt it, but you never know. I also said that I'd never publish Cruel Summer and here we are. So next up, we have Malin, who asks another question of, would you ever self-publish anything, or do you feel like trad life is the best life? This is hilarious because trad wife life. Which is not the
here's the thing. First of all, I consider my chocolate short stories like, could you consider that like self-published? Like I could never trad pub those because they are technically the IP from Fortnum & Mason. But I know that's not like actual self-publishing because that's not me trying to make money from them.
I don't think that's actually like, that's just I don't want to say fan fiction because it's not fan fiction.
Yeah, and
It's
they
just a
were
short story.
yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how to classify those. But my thing is that I don't know how self-publishing would work with my agent. Like once you're
Yeah.
agented, I just don't know how that works. Like I think the agent still gets to be included in the like production and I'd have to reread my contract with my agency, but I think I could see myself like, if I just had something maybe like really far down in the future, if Down Bad is just like so ridiculous and funny,
Yeah.
I
And then you
might.
can keep the smut in.
No. But you know what? I think really maybe, I don't know if self-published, maybe, who knows? But I definitely see myself just throwing something up on the internet, which is not the same thing as self-publishing.
Yeah.
And that's the distinction. I could see myself throwing something up online on like, even on Amazon just for free download, or just putting it up on my website for people to read for free. I don't know about the like, I just don't know how it would work doing self-publishing when I'm agented. I just don't know.
I don't even know how it would work. Like if you started like a Patreon and like
Right.
posted stuff there, like
Right.
I don't like it. And we are two girlies who are not in the self-publishing sphere. So like I could be completely wrong. If someone is in the publishing sphere, self-publishing sphere, I'd love to know. But like, does that count as self-publishing?
Yeah.
Because you're technically making money off of it.
Yeah.
Not that exclusively though, because you post other things, but like people are paying for the right to see this work, which is what so like would that even count?
Oh, that's a great point. Also, it's like bleeding through. Can you see that? Oh, you guys are getting a really good look at it. You think that's gonna be a problem for the publisher? That it's like
no.
You don't think?
I don't think so. It'll be dry by the time I get it.
Don't people sign with Sharpies? Yeah. If anybody has a signed copy of A Fault in Our Stars right now, can you go in and look at it and see if John Green's signature bleeds in through the other side?
If I was at home, I could go get my Anthropocene reviewed copy.
Brilliant.
But I'm not home.
That's okay.
That's okay. I'll go look. I'll have to like write it down, like look tomorrow. Oh my God. Well, we have a Miranda coming through.
Miranda.
Yes, I can. Thank you, Miranda. We wait with bated breath.
I love this community. Miranda,
it does. It does.
Okay. Then I think we're fine. Miranda, thank you so much. No, I 100% believe you. Thank you so much.
You believe women here.
Yeah. I appreciate everybody just coming together to help me in this process. All right. Katie, did you answer the question?
I didn't. Becca says you'd have to give your agent right of refusal first, probably.
Yeah. And that's like crazy to me. But I mean, I get it though.
Yeah. I have to be a genre switch or something. Yeah. I was considering it. I'll be so for real. There was a point. When was that? August of last year, I think. I remember I had a long conversation with you, Wallace, because who else did I have a conversation with besides troublemakers, because all I do is fucking complain.
Not true.
I do a lot of it. Anyway,
I was also listen to me complain.
That's friendship.
True.
Yeah, we were at the lake, and I remember we were sitting in those wing-back wicker chairs that are actually so fucking comfortable. Like, oh my God, I dream about those chairs. Anyway, and I was really struggling because Cruel Summer had failed in the query trenches at that point. And so I was trying to kind of determine what my next steps were, and I had a couple ideas. I was working on Lake Actually a lot, which if you don't know, which why would you? Because I don't talk about this anymore. Although recently I have. Lake Actually is my 10 POV Love Actually like vibe book. It's just vibes and men. And I was talking to Wallace about what if I just like self-published this, or like what if I worked on this and self-published, because like I don't think it'll ever be traditionally published. Because it's very, and like if I did traditionally publish it, it would have to I'd have to sacrifice my artistic integrity, as they say, to make it fit into the mold of publishing. And that's just not something I'm interested in doing at the moment. And so I did consider that. But I think now that I have an agent who is very on board with everything I've ever sent them or ever like told them about, they're like, yeah, fuck that. Fuck yeah, write that. I don't think I'll have the desire to self-publish. Self-publishing is really hard. And
Mhm.
I don't think it is the route for me. But I think if there ever came a point in my career later on where traditional publishing had kind of like shoved me out the door,
Mhm.
and was like, yeah, no, you can't write this stuff. Like if there's something like crazy happened, I might consider going into self-publishing. But I feel like trad life is the best life for me, personally.
Everybody else answer these questions too if they like apply to. I'd love to know everybody's thoughts.
I would too.
Ava, you know what? You're getting closer and closer to being correct every single day, babe.
Every
Like
day.
you are gonna win this battle. You are gonna win the war. I can't. I set my own standard. I did say because Wikipedia said that authors are considered public figures.
Yep.
I don't love it, but it looks like I defer to Wikipedia.
Miranda says, I love having that specific book, a literal sign, The Fault in Our Stars, within 5 feet of me.
Miranda, you are an icon. 100%.
Wallace, you are astrally in the room with Miranda.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Miranda, wait, this is yet another insane coincidence because, yesterday, Miranda and I literally responded to Katie with the exact, I mean, not the exact same phrasing, but the exact same concept within a millisecond of each other. And then Miranda messaged me last night. Miranda, I'm going to spill your tea on live. But she was like, I just had a dream last night that we were all hanging out and then we were getting ice cream and it was chocolate ice cream. And I was like, because she was taking a nap. And I was like, Miranda, I was literally just out with friends eating. Oh, no, Wallace, wait. No, Wallace, wait. I'm waiting.
Oh, no, it's so true. Oh.
Yeah. Wait, she's asked me to wait. Okay, I'm
no
gonna
Katie. What's no Katie to?
I'm just gonna keep signing. Anyway, Miranda and I are on some sort of like
wavelength.
Yes.
Katie is a fact. It wasn't like we were responding to Katie right after she sent the message. But you both responded together at the same time, which is even weirder.
No, that's what she's saying, though, is that like you sent that message and then several hours later, we just,
exactly.
Literally sent at the exact same time. And it was the exact same concept. And then
milliseconds.
Okay, I think Miranda's okay with me saying that she dreamed about having chocolate ice cream. I literally, when I was eating chocolate ice cream, she was dreaming about chocolate ice cream. And then I just am like, hey, if anybody out there has a signed copy of The Fault in Our Stars. And Miranda's like, it's me. So Miranda, girly pop, what is going on with you and me today?
It's happening. The minds are connecting.
We're on a ley line or something.
You guys seriously are. Are we soulmates? Is there a single thread of gold tying you guys together? Like, hello?
Also, I think I've gotten into a groove. I think we're doing a very like clear version of but in cursive of my first name. So it's clear that it says Wallace, but then like a classic 2-stroke of the last name.
Slay.
And I think that looks good because I was realizing like when I was doing some of them, when it was the full name, it just didn't look authory, if that makes sense. And I feel like this looks authory.
Which I love that. Oh, I'm so excited. This is so exciting. Thank you for letting me be here.
It's kind of meant to look a little sloppy, right?
You know, you're an author signing 750 million copies of your book.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, that was that was weird. And what's so funny too is like it's not even you both were responding to a very mundane message.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I mean it was fun though. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
So fun. Like the message because nobody cares. Miranda had sent us this meme of a bunch of rats, like different rats doing stuff, like the rat meme of like her looking all soft and like bows in her hair, and like there was like a shampooed rat and a rat eating noodles.
Yeah.
Anyway, I showed my mother this meme because I was laughing over it, and I was like, "Which rat are you?" And she was like, "Well, there's no mom rat." And both Wallace and Miranda were like, "You are more than just a mom."
Yeah. Yeah, I think Miranda said that, and I was like, but like, who is she outside of motherhood? Mine was way more sassy than Miranda's. Yeah. Miranda was like trying to hype your mom up, like, you are more than a mother, eyeballs. And I was like, girl, get it together.
Here's the thing: my mom is very happy with being a mom. She's mom extraordinaire. She loves it.
Okay,
it's her goal.
You know what's crazy, actually?
Though. What is crazy?
Hold on.
We finished each other's sandwiches.
Yeah, this is how many I've signed so far, which feels like a lot, right?
Yeah, okay. Oh,
This is how many I still have.
that is a devastating before and after.
It's fine.
You know,
It's
maybe there
fine.
is 700 there though, because like that
Well,
amount of
okay.
pages, well,
I think I've been signing for about, what would we say?
30 minutes, 20
I
minutes.
think 30 because I think I started signing right at the 20-minute mark. Classic us, by the way.
So us. We're just so us coded all the time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You keep talking, I'll count.
Oh, okay. Make sure. Miranda, this is so wild to me. Why is it always Charles Leclerc who's doing things and not never tennis players? Oh, I know why. He's very European. He probably went with his girlfriend, actually. But I need videos of this imminently. If you have any, Miranda, send them to me. Or if anyone else, Madison, if you're still here, because I know you're an F1 girly. You're so brave for practicing the signatures on some of these pages. I would have decided before signing any. We're running out of time, Miranda. We have no time. She's leaving. Chuck Leclerc. Oh my god. Chuck Leclerc. So fucking, oh my god. Never. Okay, we can't, you cannot get me on fucking F1. Okay. We cannot do that. Madison is just I I'll look, but if I see my husband cheating on me, I'll scream. Madison. Oh, I didn't realize you were a Chuck Leclerc girly, Madison. Good to know. Good to know. Have you finished counting or are you still counting? She's still going.
Okay. 68.
Okay.
Which I'm like
20, 40, 20, 20.
Okay, but I'm now in a groove. Before I was like taking so long because I was like, how do I sign it? Da, da, da. But okay, so now I'm going to compare 68 to this. Okay, I do think it is maybe about 700. Based off of this size compared to the big pile size.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it is about 700 copies. Okay, that's good. That's comforting. We can do this, guys.
Well, how long will it take? Hold on. Should we do some math?
Wait, hold on though. Let's do another sample size before.
Okay.
Like, you know what? Let's just adjust. Let's say I can do 68 in 15 minutes.
Okay. Oh, it'll only take you an hour and a half.
No way.
2.5 hours. Sorry, I read that wrong. 2.5 hours.
Really?
2.6 hours is how long it theoretically would take if you do 68 in 15 minutes.
Let's get it done.
Let's do it. Let's knock it out. Wow, that's not going to be very long.
Oh my god, LMAO, I actually almost did 69, but then remember there's the one I discarded. So that technically counts. So there we go, guys. 69.
Hey.
All right.
Wallace, I'd love to see you speedrun this.
No, I want to do it intentionally.
She's putting intention into the pages. Or else people, well, although maybe you want to put some speedrun energy into it so people just binge to Adasm.
Ooh. True.
This is so funny. I exclusively refer to Charles to my mother as your future son-in-law. It's so real for that. Nope, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Anyway, we have another question.
Okay.
From Miss Blogger, sorry. What does your writing process look like? Let's do that one first, and we'll address the rest of the question because I feel like what your writing process look like is a good.
You know, Miss Blogger, I am still 100% figuring that out. So just for the sake of honesty, I go through weeks of plenty and famine, feast and famine when it comes to writing. Mm-hmm. I will just get inspired and I'll just write and write. Well, actually, it's less even about inspiration. It's more about external deadline. So if I have a good external deadline, either I'm like, I want to write this story and give it to my sister for Halloween, or I want to write this story and give it to my sister for Christmas, or I have a chocolate short story that I have to get up next Thursday. And even then, those didn't always work, right? Clearly. But like, I was so productive during my rounds of developmental edits, that's how I just know I thrive with external deadlines. So if we're talking about my writing routine, at the height of my productivity, I wake up at like 7. I make myself a beautiful, lovely breakfast and a coffee or like a London fog or something. And then I will work 45-minute sprints, 15-minute breaks until 3 p.m. And then I take 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. off. So that way and I have to leave my apartment. That's the big one. From that time slot, I have to leave my apartment. I'll go for, okay, maybe you want to chill the hell out. That was my water bottle falling to the floor.
I said, no, shut the fuck up, bitch.
Yeah. I will go for a drive to clear my head. I'll run errands, like if I have to go wash my car or I have to go do grocery shopping or something. And then I come back and I'll make myself dinner. And then at like 6 p.m., I will try to get 2 to 3 more hours work in. But again, that is the height of my productivity. And I've only ever been able to maintain that for the 3-week chunks that I had to do my dev edits. So, but like if I had my say, if I was like truly in charge of myself, which I am, but like also am I?
We're neurodivergent.
That would be how my like Mondays through Fridays would go. Or maybe like my Wednesdays to Sundays, just because I actually do like having weekdays off because I feel like the outside world is less busy and I can like go to a restaurant and not have to wait because it's a Monday night, you know? So if I was really, really dedicated, that would be my writing / productivity routine. But that's in my feasting period. In my famine period, I mean, I can go weeks without writing. And I'll think about writing. I'll think about my stories. I'll listen to my playlists. I'll chat with Katie and the Troublemakers and like brainstorm and stuff, but without like actually dipping into a story. But right now it's complicated because I know I'm just yapping right now. Sorry, Katie. I do want to.
No, I love it. Keep going. I love it. No, this is.
I'm just really in a flow right now.
Yeah, keep going. Flow, slay.
Yeah, oh, that too.
Damn!
No,
I didn't know.
Sadly, no, actually not. Hi, Lindsay.
Welcome.
Oh I am really quickly and I'm signing. There you go. You saw it. I'm signing pages. It's not like people can just go back and pause and take a screenshot.
Yeah. No, don't do that.
It's you, me, and our 17 closest friends, you know?
Yes, it always is.
It always is. Anyway, so I was talking about the famine part of Feast and Famine of my writing routine. So I think I answered it, didn't I? I forget what I was saying before Lindsay popped in.
Basically you could go weeks and weeks without writing.
Yeah. Oh, except that's why I was saying I'm giving myself a little bit of grace right now. First of all, I did an amazing writing retreat in Lake Tahoe where I found, even without an external deadline, I was in that productive phase of the working all morning, a break in the afternoon, and doing a little bit more work at night. And it was fabulous. And I really do feel like that is my ideal self. And so that I know that it's capable for me to do that without an external deadline because I was on a writing retreat and there was no deadline for that. But I am giving myself grace right now, which is what I was trying to say, because there's so much to do for the book launch. That even though since the writing retreat, I've only like done a little bit of writing, and it's been in like a short story collection that I love, but like, you know, doesn't actually have any sort of longevity to it. I'm just giving myself that grace because I have to be in kind of marketing mode. And, you know, I just, once I go where I'm going on Monday, I am going to try and challenge myself to write more, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm sorry, Miss Lawyer. That was a really very long-winded answer. Katie, I'm posting it to you now.
I love this. Lindsay says, let's go on a writing retreat right now.
Girly pop. Anyway.
Anyway, what does my writing process look like? My writing process changes for every single fucking book I've ever written. I am also very, I like feast or famine, but I don't think I am feast or famine. I think I'm like gluttonous gorge or like nibble.
Okay.
Because like I tend to write all.
Is that not just feast or famine? Just a different phrase?
No. Well, okay. I mean, famine to me implies there's not a lot of stuff to consume. Like you don't have the things to eat to write.
Oh, I see.
Whereas nibble is like there is a lot of stuff on the table. I'm just not feasting on it right now. Like I'm not like putting it in my mouth.
Oh dear.
Woo! Anyway, I haven't had my caffeine yet today, so that's a problem. But anyway, I don't have like I have stuff to write, I just don't. I'm just like kind of chipping away at it. Yeah, exactly, Miranda. It's a girl dinner situation. And but there are times where I am utterly 110% consumed and write like a mad woman until the book's done. Like it happened with me with The Wrath King. It happened to me with Cruel Summer. Less so with Invisible String and Be Gay, Self Crime, Drink Blood. But that is my.
Wait, what about Like Actually?
That's kind of both. That's kind of both. The problem with Like Actually is that I think it genuinely needs to be like 500,000 words, and I can't sustain.
I just don't understand why you can't break it up into and it's too. You know what, Katie? You should just invent a new form of not storytelling, but like you should invent a new format because I actually do understand why you can't break it up into 5 books because you're like it's all happening concurrently.
Yeah, they're very like that's the issue basically is that they're all so.
You know what it is? It's a TV show.
It's Love Actually. If you've watched Love Actually, it's that. Hence why it's called Like Actually.
But Katie, Miss Overrider, Love Actually was not 500,000 words.
No, it was also a movie.
Well, I'm saying you could.
It would be a TV show. It honestly, honest to God, needs to be a fucking soap opera TV show. I'm writing a soap opera. It's less soapy. It's an introspective soap opera. So it's just a CW show, but with adults. Anyway, there's a lot of things that need to be changed Like Actually, but that's not the point. I don't know what Miranda's about to say, but once again, here you two are about to say the same thing.
Literally crazy.
Lindsay says, I just got paid. Ladies, let's go. Lol.
Yeah, girl, just got paid.
Hold on. Nice. I love it. Yeah, maybe Like Actually is the self-pub experiment. That's what I think it would be inevitably.
Stretching break.
Stretch your hands. Got to stretch your fingers out too.
Good call.
Yeah, it would be the self-publishing experiment. Anyway, but my writing process, sorry, to come back to your question, I'm so sorry, Miss Blogger. We have just been all over the place. Yeah, so my writing process, I mean, my routine, I've kind of narrowed down part of my routine, but like the actual writing and drafting part of it changes for every book. But I come up with an idea and I'll start a Google Doc and I'll kind of just dump all of my thoughts onto the Google Doc and I'll like add to it over the days. And sometimes like I'll get like a lot at a time. Sometimes it'll take me a while. And then when I feel like my Google Doc is like kind of overflowing and like there's a lot of different like points and stuff, I'll go and I'll make a Scrivener document, and that way I can be more organized. And that's kind of when it moves from like just a brain dump into being like a viable project to me. And then I usually do some plotting, some outlining. It depends on the book, to be honest. I've been trying to get more into outlining because honestly, the less that I outline, the more in trouble I am with revision later. And I hate revision, so let's make it less on that end. And then yeah, I'm a drafter by heart. I love to draft. I would draft every day and all day and never do anything else but draft if I could, but I can't. So yeah, that's kind of what my writing process looks like. All the books are different. Romance is much different than fantasy for me as well. Romance is a lot easier for me to write and just like, I spend more time. I guess I don't spend more time. I don't have to spend time on world building, so I just have to character build. And then with fantasy, it takes me so much longer because I also have the world building to do on top of all the character stuff, on top of like how the world and culture and religion and stuff affects the character. So it takes me a long time to get the ball rolling on that, but I also need to outline fantasy because fantasy is so complex and I don't want to miss anything. And then I get annoyed if I miss something. Anyway, long story, long answer, so fucking long. It changes a lot for things. But I'm also a night writer, so I try to write at night. And yeah, there you go. The second part of the question, which I think is interesting, is have you ever heard of Abby Emmons? Which
Yes.
yes, I like her. I like her channel. And then applied some advice to your own writing process. What do you think? And I kind of want to take this question and kind of ask, like, do you often go looking for other writers and their processes to try to help and figure out what you're doing? Like, what kind of is that like a thing you do in your rotation?
Not at all, which is so like hubristic of me. No, I've never even like people are going to use this and be like, you can tell when I say I've never read a craft book. I will say, like, I don't go to other authors' socials to get instruction, but I read their books. And that I think is where I pull my most, because I mean, my writing is not a transformative form of writing. Like Stephanie Meyer is in there, in some of my more secret projects, like you can see my attempts at emulating like Douglas Adams and I don't know, Katie, you've read a lot of my work, and like it's traditional writing. Like there is nothing about it that is unique to its own voice. Like I'm not trying to be a hater right now. I'm just saying, like I'm a parrot, I have read books that I liked, and then I wrote a book that sounded like those books. But I
still think there is and I don't think you're not saying this, but I just want to say as well, I do think there is a uniqueness. You take those inspirations, but it's still like when I read your writing, I don't feel like I'm reading Stephanie Meyer. I feel like I'm reading you.
Oh, well, that's because you know me, maybe.
But like I've read so much Stephanie Meyer, and I like know her writing, and I've read other people where I'm like, yeah, I can like it feels like they're really trying to emulate something. I think it's just that you've internalized so much stuff that you like, and I think we all do this, to be honest. Like you internalize what you like, and then you write it with your own spin, and that's what is creativity. That's why you can't copyright an idea, but like you copyright the words that you've written, because it is your voice. It's you who come through. And Miranda agrees and says, like, there's absolutely a unique voice to Adasm. And I have to agree. Like, yeah, there's a lot of, you can have influences without trying to emulate something. Like, there is so much in Adasm that, like, yeah, that's a reference. That's a little Easter egg. But, like, at the end of the day, like, if Stephanie Meyer wrote Kate and Matthew's story, it would be so fucking different than what you wrote.
That's true.
Because she's Stephanie Meyer and she's her own person. Just like if I took Adasm, like if you gave me your outline for Adasm and I wrote Adasm, it would, and even if the plot points stayed exactly the same, it would feel so different because I'm a different writer than who you are. And the same with Miranda or like Lindsay. Like we all have our own emulations, but we aren't other people.
Although I will say there was a section of the book that I was writing as I was concurrently rereading all of Jane Austen's novels, and I think you can tell because suddenly the dialogue
is formal.
So formal. And I think it's still there. Like I think
it is.
Section is still kind of there, and you're like, okay, 1800s, what is this?
But sometimes that's like, I don't know, that also feels like, but the way you write those words, even if they are formal, feels like your voice for Kate.
Yeah.
Like there is an authenticity to the way that Kate is written that feels like she feels like a real person. Aww. And I think if you were just emulating things, she would feel like a cardboard cutout just stuck with like stickers of tropes and things like Bella Swan, whatever, clumsy, cooking, I don't know.
Right, right.
Instead of a person, she feels like a person too. And maybe, and granted, everyone take this with a grain of salt. I've read this book 9 times now.
Right. Katie's too close to trust her judgment.
I still love it the 9 times that I've read it.
But I will say though that I could see myself I do see myself, I want to go to other authors, and like I loved watching Kate's videos about writing like other authors and
Mhm.
their habits, but also their like approach to the craft. That is
Yeah.
something I want to do. I think it is a great way to
Yeah.
explore this, work that we do.
Yeah.
I just haven't done it yet, but that's my very long-winded, once again, Miss
That's
Blogger. You did not know what you were getting into. Very long-winded answer to that second half of your question, that I have not gone to other authors and incorporated their habits into my work, but I want to.
Yeah.
And Katie, I throw the answer to you.
I think I have in the past. I mean, I went to school for writing and literature, so like
Yes.
it's kind of within the curriculum to do such a thing.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of writing exercises that I found very helpful in, emulating other things. Like literally, one of my favorite professor of all time, he taught my creative writing course, and one of the things we did on like one of our first weeks of school, was he said, go through this creative writing book we have, pull out one of the short stories that you like, and retype it word for word, change not a single semicolon, word for word, retype it. And doing that really taught me a lot in learning. And I know this isn't necessarily going to like other author tubers and stuff, but it is going directly to a source. And you can see, and I advocate for this as well because I recently did this. So I gender swapped my romance that I wrote that is on submission, and I rewrote every single word from scratch because you can't just go in and change
Right.
genders, because there's men in the book and women in the book, and like it would get a mess. So I just retyped everything. And even though it was my own work, like seeing on a line level the words themselves, but then also since I was working on it so fast because it was already there, I could see the whole structure of the novel. And like,
Yeah.
so I even learned from what I had written before, like a year ago, and like learned about that and learned about craft from that. So I love that as a thing. I love doing other people's writing routines. I love to do like that kind of thing, like seeing just what works. I think us as writers just are absolutely, it is imperative for us to steal and to do what other people are doing and to collaborate. And, it is very important, I think, to do that. So I love sharing. I'm very pro transparency with everything that comes to writing, publishing everything. It's part of why I started a YouTube channel. Also, I was incredibly lonely. It's also why I love these chats because I learned so much from both talking about it and then also listening to what other people are doing and what other people say.
Right.
And I think everyone, just by virtue of being human, has such a unique perspective on everything that even if something doesn't work for me, I will then know that it doesn't work for me. And then I can be like, okay, what will work for me? And like trying just to find new things. Because I feel like I've been stuck in a rut for quite a while, and trying new things is just, I'm just trying to get out of it. So I feel very strongly, yeah, about, working with other people and, seeing what they're doing and doing it yourself. So yeah, that's my soapbox for today.
Yeah.
I love this. It's imperative for us to steal your dogs when they see a stuffed animal. So true.
Oh my God.
Miranda says, I think it also shows how unique your work and voice might be because you can see what you would do differently. That is also a great point with doing, the copying, exactly, because you might find yourself, like I found myself kind of nitpicking, changing things, and I'm like, no, that's not the exercise. But the fact that I would do that is of note.
Yes.
So anyway, I really need to email my professor because he taught me so much.
Oh, I thought you were about to say, I really need to pee. And I was like, go piss, girl.
Nope. Nope, don't have to do that. We have Window to Magic. Look at how pretty that thing is. Beautiful.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to the
Friend.
stream.
It is a party. I'm signing. Oh, should I just show it? This is the signature we've gone with.
I love that, actually, Wallace. Yeah. That is so cute.
Yeah, some are prettier than others, and then there's some that are like kind of messed up. And I'll find one. That's my rule, is that whenever I feel like the signature isn't signaturing enough, I do a little pumpkin doodle, or I write them a little message to make it worth it. Like
Aw.
this one, you can really see I messed up the L's and the I's, and so I did a little pumpkin doodle.
Oh, the pumpkin's cute though.
Thanks.
Especially okay, so here's my it's not a hot take. Why was I gonna say that? I think the worse the pumpkin
This is what I've
is.
completed so far.
Oh my god, you're just trucking along.
Yeah, we're
The
doing
worse
good.
the pumpkin is, I feel like it's a little nod to the book because Kate's so bad at carving.
No, literally so true. Literally
She's
so
so
true.
bad at carving, and it's so funny. I think the way you described that scene, like, literally made me laugh so much.
I'm
Also, it's the cutest part, like one of the cutest parts of the book.
I cannot wait for like 2 years down the line, whoever's going to read this book has read it. Like I can just start spoiling crap because I
Yeah.
cannot wait to do a ending
God.
comparison of the like to reveal the original ending versus the like much superior way it ends now. But like the
Yes.
way I had, and I fought for it to end the way it originally ended, but I so understand why my editor was like, absolutely not.
Yep.
But so
Yeah,
fun.
I can't. We should schedule a stream for like a year after your release where we do a tell-all spoilery full.
Yes.
Like I think Alexa Dunn does these on her channel where she like does like take questions about the book and like talks about it. I would love to do that. I'd love to moderate that. I think it'd be so funny to like and like we go through what's
8 hours with you and me at the helm.
So true. Which you know what? It sounds like a great fucking time to me. I'll bring a snack.
So true.
And then Mullen says, one of the hardest things to do, I find, is taking a step back in order to properly have a bird's eye view of your book when you get back to it later. Yeah. How do you deal with that, Wallace? I feel like you have an interesting perspective on this because you had to do real fast turnarounds.
Yeah. So I used to think that I needed to take like 3 months in between each draft. And then with my dev edits, you know, I got my dev edits, the first round of edits, right after I officially, well, about a month after I signed a contract, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. It was something like that. I was supposed to make a whole video about this. Anyway.
Here's the video.
Yeah. And I was like, by that point, I hadn't really looked at the book since I had went on submission, which would have been beginning of October, right? So that had been like a long time. And so that one I was like fresh minded. And that's when I did that huge like 10-hour work days, 3-week turnaround, got a huge rewrite done. And then literally a week later, my editor got back to me with her second round of dev edits. And they were granted, they were much smaller, but it was like I had to dive right back in. Mm-hmm. And I was actually shocked by how fresh my mind was. I had a week off and I had driven home, and it was like we were getting ready for my sister's wedding. So like I was a little stressed with the timing, but I really felt like I had it with fresh eyes. And that was a little bit of a aha moment of, wow, I don't need to listen to this narrative of, oh, I need to take 3 whole months off, because I feel like sometimes you take too much time off and then you're too far removed from it, you know? I feel like, and again, I know me, I know how I deal with external deadlines. I think that was probably part of it. I don't know if I could have, after writing an entire draft, set it aside for 1 week and then been like, okay, I'm going back to it now, you know? I don't think I would have done it. Can you believe it? My marker is already starting to get a little dry. I did not buy enough. I really thought.
You didn't buy enough.
I really thought, you know what? I'm going to give it time to recuperate. I'm going to switch to silver.
Switching to silver. Switching sides.
I'm going to write that on this one. I'm going to say switching to the silver.
Which, spoiler, Mullen is gonna. This is the topic of the Lazy Girl Gang chat tomorrow. Is how to properly see your book after you've taken us. How to take a step back, basically. I also feel like I've fallen, not victim. That's not the right phrasing I want to use. Apologies. This is the.
Look how pretty that is. It's like kind of light, but it looks way more real on the.
Yeah. Oh, it's like shiny.
That's really pretty. Okay.
Miranda also says to put it upside down so that more ink can flow down.
Thank you. Doing that right now.
Like put it in a cup or something. Let gravity work for you.
Yeah,
Miranda, once again, always having the great ideas. Always coming through.
Seriously, Miranda and Mullen are like the 2 professionals who just keep me.
Yeah. They're the actual adults who are just, watching the circus.
Seriously.
Oh, let me go back to the.
Oh, the silver does slay, you guys. I have to admit.
Slover, Slisa. Where is Lisa? I miss her. I saw
Oh,
her
where
last night at the
is
stream.
Lisa?
I think she's just working. She's also trying to get through her emails. Anyway, we're not going to air her dirty laundry on our stream, but yeah, I also thought I was kind of that way. And then I did multiple kind of revisions, kind of back to back with my agent before we sent it off. And you know, and I guess that's kind of the hard thing is of doing it yourself versus someone else, because we both had an editor. You with your actual editor and me with my agent, who was giving us the points of like, this is not working here. Whereas I do think it would be difficult if you're trying to do it yourself, like just by yourself without, and like, granted, I know Malin has Anna and Hudson. But so yeah, I guess that's the advice. Get an editor. No, I'm kidding. But have someone you trust. Because I do feel like I understood, and this is saying a lot, because the first draft of The Wrath King was so messy.
It was not that bad. You always say it was not that bad. It's
a lot changed. We'll say that. I think we can agree that a lot changed throughout the drafts of the Wrath King. But even getting your like scrambled eggs thoughts on the book helped me just kind of like remove a layer of haze from my eyes, because I was like, I don't know what to do with this. I'm struggling. I don't know what to do. And you having your comments, I was like, oh, it's bright outside. I can see what I'm supposed to do. So I do think, having friends and people who will critically engage with your material is so important. And then Lindsay says, my brand of imposter syndrome is I write nothing original, just mimic things I love and mash it together with other things I love until it's so mushy that no one can tell I'm a fraud. Hopefully, but me. LOL. Lindsay.
That's everybody, though. Isn't that what they said? There are only like 27 plot lines, and every story is just a mishmash of it. Like, humans got our stories figured out in 10,000 BC, and then we've just been mush them up. We've been resolving it in the remix every single time.
So many remixes. And here's the thing. This is what I always say as well. Like, and I should say it more to myself, because I often worry that I also have this brand of imposter syndrome, Lindsay, where I'm like, I must come up with something original. But then I think to myself, I go to AO3 and read the same tags over and over and over again, and it's just the same people. Like, it's different people, same fucking idea, and I eat it up every time. I eat it up it happened. I love it. And that's what other people feel like too. Like, people love the things they love. And if you give people that, people love stories. We're just now talking about the human condition.
We are. Just casual
This always happens to us. We caught it live.
We did.
Me and Wallace really talk about this all the fucking time. It is, frankly, we're fucking annoying. Everyone else.
Can you guys hear the pin? Really?
Yeah, it's so.
That's fun.
ASMR.
That's nice.
It feels like I'm in the room with you.
Oh, that's super fun.
Miranda says, wow, honor to be put in a category with Malin. It's the energy. Julie asked if you have a metallic green Sharpie.
I don't. I literally was so dumb. I literally thought that 2 pens would get me through it. I only have 2. I have the green Sharpie and then the metallic silver. Wait.
You're gonna need some more.
Oh no. I'm trying to go very light-handed with the metallic Sharpie, because I feel like with the green Sharpie I was like really pressing in. So I'm gonna try and avoid that.
Yeah, the imposter syndrome likes to make me feel like a poser. So true. Also, this is such a good point, Julie, as well. We're trying to be original, and TradPub encourages comp titles to market. Yeah, it's like they're like, you want to write an original story, but you're also, I feel, and maybe this is the internet, and I'm not trying to knock this at all, but like trope marketing, where it's like, one bed, blah blah blah, and I think I do love that, because look, I'm also going to be doing that. I love some trope marketing. I got a lot of tropes in my book.
And why are you going to be doing that,
Katie? When I eventually,
why? When you what?
Girl, it's so for real right now. Oh my god.
Anyway, this is not about me. I totally agree re-originality. I love reading the same tropes once I found something that I love. Yeah, exactly. Um
Sorry.
my
Readjusting.
my Fadina says, my go-to is my imaginary Shakespeare saying, no one would care about my original whip Hamlet. Let me just write another English King sequel.
So true, actually.
Oh my god, this is incredible. I want this on a t-shirt, Fadina.
Well, and Hamlet
is also
is
a fan
based on
fiction.
something. Yeah, it's based on a Danish thing, isn't it?
A Danish story. There's something rotten in the state of Denmark.
Yeah. Girl, pulled that out. Damn.
Do you want another one? No.
Yes, give me a quote from Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh, I don't have any of those. I'm sorry.
Much Ado?
Nope.
Macbeth?
Out damn spot.
Tempest.
Oh, I feel like I should.
There's some classics from Tempest.
There are some classics, but I have. We can't get into it because Wallace loves the Tempest and I hate it.
That's true.
Yeah. I could also. What else can I do? I can do Hamlet.
You did Hamlet.
I did do Hamlet. I could do Othello.
Okay. I hate Othello.
I get it. You know what? That is very fair, and I understand why people hate Othello. There's a lot to dislike in it. I think it's a very fascinating story. I
got into a huge argument with my English teacher over Othello as a hero, and I was like, no. As soon as he does what he does with Desdemona, he is a villain. Yeah. And he's like, no, Iago's the villain. I'm like, no, I do not care.
Here's the thing. Men are villains.
You know what? So true. And Shakespeare knew that.
Because that's what the thing about, like, yes, because Othello is the protagonist of Othello, but he is not the hero. He's a tragic figure who has, yes, been manipulated, but he also has to have accountability for the things that he does.
Yes. Correct.
So, anyway, do not get me into the Shakespeare discourse.
I can move on.
Also, you are making some weird noises.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm putting the pages on my computer, and it's going over the. I'm realizing that now. That's my bad. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. It's all right. We're working on it. Keiko read The Tempest in English class at uni, and other than nothing else by Shakespeare, had to suffer through the suffering of young Werther and the Sorcerer's Apprentice, still haunting me. Ooh. I only like Shakespeare through the lens of 2000s teen movies. Here is the beautiful thing, Mullen. I think Shakespeare would absolutely fucking love them too.
Yeah, me too. I think
that man would eat up She's the Man.
Yeah.
Eat it up. He would leave no crumbs. He would love that. And that's where I live. We also had an Anna join us. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing? We had some other comments. Hold on. Yeah, AO3 tagification of publishing landscape. Yep.
Do we want to do a check-in now that we're an hour and a half?
And yes.
I'm not going to count. We're no longer in counting territory.
We're not in counting territory? Okay.
No. Because it would take like another hour to just count how many I've done. Okay. This is like actually going so fast. Okay. This is how many I've done.
Oh, okay. Look at that.
Oh, damn. There's a whole second stack under here. Wow. I really got hubristic for a second. This is how many I still have left to do.
Hey, you can put it in one hand. Actually, hey, you know what?
We're working on it. It's
You're
happening.
Getting there. You got it.
Okay. Another stretching.
Thank you for finding me funny. And thus our revels have ended. And every writer has their own twist and flavor on this thing, so even though it's the same, it isn't exactly.
Mm-hmm.
As a Miranda, I'm embarrassed to say that I've never read The Tempest. I don't think you'd like it, Miranda. It is one of his more, I mean, it's not his most fantasy, but it's fantasy.
Yeah, I would say it's like Midsummer's and then The Tempest.
And Tempest, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'd recommend it for Miranda specifically, simply because you don't like fantasy. But I also just wouldn't recommend it because I don't like it, but that's fine. Everyone can have their own likes and dislikes. Oh, Mullen, the jealousy that just ran through my veins.
Gorgeous. I've seen Macbeth at the Globe, also very good.
Oh my God, the jealousy.
Jealousy, jealousy.
See, that's not bad. Also, she's loving the word hubris today. She is, but that's okay. Me and the word guild. I called myself out on that in my Instagram stories, and like I use the word guild and gilded so often.
Oh,
you can pry that from my fucking cold dead hands.
I literally used there's a chapter in A Dark and Secret Magic where the word glass was used so many times that on one of my like line edits, I was like, oh, what's another word for glass? And I realized there's a whole actual word. You know how there's the word ceramic to mean like clay? There's a word, I believe it's vitric.
Yes.
Made from glass, of a quality of glass. And I was like, wow, new word for Wallissimo.
New word, big word for Elmo. Also a new word for me because I edited. I read through the past pages for Wallace, her most recent one, and I caught to that word and I was like, what the fuck does this mean? Because my brain was like vitriolic, which is not what that means.
No.
And so I Googled it. I'm like, oh, what a fun word.
Yeah.
Love that. Because there's a lot of glass in one of the scenes.
There's
a lot of glass. There's a lot of glass throughout the whole book.
Glass is a motif for sure. What is a motif? I'll never tell.
Pumpkins are a motif.
Yeah. Like, what's the deeper meaning of the glass motif? Like, I think
about how fragile life is. Mm-hmm. How fragile our ideas are.
I have a TikTok idea. Have you seen that sound where it's like it's turned down for what, but then morphs into the Lumineers? Have you seen that?
Yeah.
So I have a thing where it's like, oh, when I set out to write a book that, you know, it's just about how much I love October and Halloween, and then it does the morph into Lumineers, and it's like, oh, actually I deal with the anticipatory grief of my parents and like my reckoning with my relationship to nostalgia. I really want to do that. I want to make that TikTok.
I think you should, because it's very you. Because like on the surface, here's the thing, on the surface, Adasm's just a silly, goofy time.
Yeah.
Like we're just having a good time. But like you think about it, and there's some themes. There's some themes that have snuck up in there.
And you know what? I was like kind of, you know, I feel like that often happens with my writing because I have to give myself permission to just be stupid in order to start a book. And then just like the deep depth in heavy quotations, the depth then does come in later. But if I try and start off too deep, I like kind of paralyze myself. So true. But with the reviews that have been coming out from other authors, I'm getting blurbed, you guys. If you go on the Adasm Amazon page, there are already some blurbs up from other authors, and it's like been such a huge honor. And they're all, and I know that they're like blurbing it specifically to give it, like, say something nice about it, but I haven't done any cute things in a bit. Okay, hold on. But they've all been like commenting on themes and stuff that are actually the deeper element. And that's made me feel like that's given me a boost of confidence of like, okay, well, I'm glad that stuff actually came through and it didn't feel like a shallow book, you know?
Yeah. And you can't trust me because I've read the book so many times.
Right.
And we've talked about the book endlessly. Like there's so much extra stuff that like I know that I have to think like, is that actually in the book or is... You know, I have some headcanons that somehow were true.
Yeah, crazily enough.
That's so real, though, Miranda says. Sometimes our books really do be psychoanalyzing us, and it's a slap in the face.
Yeah.
It sure is. And you're like, damn, I wasn't trying for that.
Yeah.
Keiko says, LOL, your book comes up in the search bar of Amazon when I typed it in. That's fast. SEO queen.
That's fun.
No, I ordered Mexican food, so I'm gonna go grab it.
Yum. So it's just you and me, guys. How are people feeling this Saturday? What's everybody up to other than hanging out with me and Katie? What's something I should draw? Make it Halloweeny. I'm gonna do another pumpkin. I'm gonna do a really big pumpkin. This will be one of the biggest pumpkins I've done. But it's for a special reader, whoever it might be. Big pumpkin. Vampire pumpkin? I don't know if I can pull that off, but we'll see. Wallace. Kenny. There she is. Big pumpkin. Right above Merlin the cat. A ghost. Oh, a little candy bar. A lightning strike. A bat. Okay, I'm going to be honest, you guys. I don't know if I can draw a bat. I think it'll end up looking like a little candy bar in a wrapper with like, ooh, a cauldron is a good idea. A witch hat. Let's see if I can do a witch hat. I feel like a witch hat could be doable. Slay. I think I did it. I think I did a witch's hat. I don't know if it actually comes across as a witch's hat, though. Does that look like a witch's hat? I should have drawn it on the cat. They're just going to be like, what is this? Do you see that? That doesn't look, does that look like a witch's hat? Oh, wait, what if I used the green to like make it a little bit more like a witch's hat? Like,
oh, cute.
Right around the rim. There we go. That
now
looks like a witch's hat. What?
Now this is a mukbang.
Ooh. But there we go. This is the witch's hat.
Oh, oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
No, Madison, I've before.
Is this going in the book? How are they doing that? How are they putting it like all these empty pages in the book,
What do you, what?
Like they're not printing it out. Why are you making me seem like I'm stupid?
I don't know what you're asking.
Like, how is this going in the book?
It's getting bound into it.
But like, are they not, have they not already printed it? I guess not. I don't know how it works, guys, if you didn't know. I
don't think so.
Unaware of everything. Oh, here we go. What did you order? Give us the
deets.
The Mexican food deets.
I got some rice because this is from a local, like, authentic Mexican place. By the way.
Okay.
In case anyone cares.
Oh, a crescent moon is a great idea, Anna. I'll do a crescent moon with a
okay, there we go. I got some quesadillas, cheese and chicken.
Ooh.
And then, they gave me some chips too.
Oh, that was nice of them. Here, Anna. That's
a
good suggestion.
Oh, cute.
How do I draw a ghost?
Let me see it.
I don't know how to draw a ghost.
Just like a circle, like
Yeah. Duh. Like a little. And then
exactly.
What does its face look like?
Like an open mouth, maybe.
Yeah. Like this? Like that? Little good?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. They're going to be like, what the? I'm going to send this back to Unplugged Books and they're going to be like, you didn't need to be this extra about it, but okay. Actually, no. You know what? They give to me people who love extra because the way this special edition is so extra in all the best ways. Like, it is so beautiful, you guys. I can't even tell you. The cover, the sprayed edges, the inserted it bookends pages. They're just, everything about it is next level.
It's iconic.
We
do iconic shit.
This is kind of funny to me, but it's like crazy to me that I'm signing all these pages and then like one of them is coming back to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm gonna order one of these
books. Comes back to me.
And if you guys order a special edition, one of these pages will come to you.
It's true.
And even though some of these might look sloppy, just know that I put love and intention into every single signature.
It's so true. There's one thing about Wallace, she's going to put intention in something.
Is there any more questions?
I don't think so. I think that was it. But I can pull up some. Oh, nope, sorry. We answered that one way too long.
I don't remember what the last question we were talking about is. I think we got onto a million tangents.
Welcome to a Katie and Wallace stream.
So
truly. Like, we are the most yapping bitches that ever did yap.
This is so true.
Oh my god, where'd my cell phone go? I lost it again?
Okay, oh the silver pin is starting to... No!
No!
No! How is this happening? Sharpie! What? Sharpie, no. Don't run out. You're too pretty. Aha.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Wait, where did the green pen go? I know I was using it to draw the witch's hat. Where did I put it? Hold on. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? I know I felt it. Did it fall down my couch? Oh, there she is. Sorry, I just had to.
Oh, okay. Oh, what was the most satisfying name change in a DASM?
Name change?
I'm not sure what this means.
Well, I'm going to be for most satisfying name change. What?
I mean, changing to Cassandra to Miranda was inspired.
Yeah, and that's the only name change. Rebecca stayed the same. Lori was a new character. Yeah, that's the only name change that occurred was name change was satisfying to me personally. So I originally so you're supposed to be signing books here. Okay, we're switching back to the green. Let's hope it's doing better. Oh yeah, she's got some more juice in her now. Thank you, Miranda, for that.
Earlier sex tape.
Yeah. But so originally my sisters, my 3 witchy sisters, were named Cassandra, Hecate, and Celeste. But Hecate always went by Kate, but spelled with a K. And then literally every single one of my beta readers was like, not gonna lie, it's straight up bothering me that
oh my god, I just got an email from Unplugged and it's your what?
What? Everybody pause.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean?
What does it mean? What?
What? I'm getting
what does it mean? What? Becca, I'm sorry right now.
It's a priority league.
What?
Hold on. Let me share.
What is happening? What? That is not what the cover looks like, just so people know. The cover is like different than that. Very different than that.
Oh my god. The full on mechanic.
Wait. Special edition box. Read it. Okay.
A stunning redesigned cover by the Unplugged team with foiling and gloss. Beautiful reverse dust stacker scenery artwork by Q, whoever that is, a person. And page foiling with 2 different pieces, beautiful centered edge on 3 sides, and a ribbon bookmark.
Wait, but they don't say signed by the author. I hope I'm not doing all this for no reason.
No. Oh my god. And look, there's the beautiful blurb.
Oh my gosh. Wait, this is so crazy. Wait, I'm so excited that they've advertised it. But I'm gonna keep going.
Oh my god.
But that is not the cover. That Miranda's saying that looks very middle grade. No, yeah, it's the cover is so pretty. It's very it's so different than my alcove cover. But I love that. It's gonna look so different. It's beautiful.
Oh my god, girlies, breathe. Literally, it comes up as we're fucking signing the fucking pages.
I know,
for this
that
book.
is crazy. How funny.
14 people here, an Unplugged book employee.
Yeah, they're like, oh, she acknowledged it. We're gonna post. I don't know. Maybe. I have no idea.
Show you what? Oh, show the cover. We can't show the cover yet.
Oh. No, I don't think I can. I'm sorry. I want to. It's so pretty. It is so pretty. Oh, that was terrible. I'm gonna draw a pumpkin.
Right? I was like, wait, am I reading this email right? I guess. But oh my god, seeing A Dark and Secret Magic in collaboration with Wallace Kinney had me send into a spiral.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Wait, did they post on Instagram or anything?
I don't know. Hold on. Okay, let me look. Instagram. Unplugged books. Unplugged book box. No, they did not post on Instagram.
Okay.
They posted about another witchy book.
The summer cottagecore one.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. So, my God, this is so exciting. Yes, this is the signed edition, Madison.
Yes, this is what I'm signing for right now. Although it's like hilarious that they didn't list the signature. I'm like, part of me is wondering if because here's the saga with I know we were talking about another question. I'm sorry, but here's the saga with the pages. They like got back to me in June. They were like, would you be willing to sign? And I was like, absolutely. But I have a wrist injury and I just need time to be able to sign. And they're like, okay, no problem. And then literally like a week ago, I emailed my publisher and I was like, hey, just FYI, I have not received any pages to sign. That's totally okay if they haven't sent them yet. But I just wanted to let you know in case they've been sent. And they just haven't arrived. And basically they had been sent, but they kept getting, the delivery people kept coming to my apartment complex. And you're supposed to go to the leasing office if you're a delivery person to get a code to enter to put things into the locker boxes, and freaking they just weren't doing it, even though every other delivery person like Amazon does it, FedEx does it. I've had USPS packages delivered before, but for whatever reason this box just was not getting delivered to me. And so my publisher and Unplugged had to like get really stern with the delivery company. And I was waiting all week for it. And every night it would be like, oh, package not delivered. It's so annoying. And then I literally emailed the publisher and I was like, if you just tell me where it is, I will go and pick it up. I will drive and I will pick it up. I don't care if it's like 3 hours away. I will go and pick it up. Anyway, finally arrived yesterday. And so part of me is worried that like it's too late and I'm doing all this signing and they're not going to even put it into the book. Could you imagine?
Oh my God. That'd kill me.
That would actually be so hilarious. That'd be so funny.
Be so fucking funny.
But I realized I way over estimated the strain that this would cause, because this is not that many now that I'm really thinking about it, you know? Like I'm over halfway, I think, at this point.
Wow. You're like flying through. Yeah, I really thought it would take a while.
Me too. I really
also never signed 700 things, so
I did not think I was gonna. And there's a very real chance I finish this while we're streaming, depending on how yappy McYapperson we are. But I think
we've been pretty yappy McNapperson.
We really have. Like, I would like to remind people, not a single sprint.
No, and there won't be. But also, like this, I feel like
this is beautiful. Look at the way I did this W. That's such a pretty W.
God, she's stunning.
How can we get an assessment of the signature? Are we feeling like that's authory enough?
Yeah, I love that. Because I can read it, and it's like your first name.
It's like a very clear Wallace. But the reason why I decided I didn't need to do very clear Kinney as well is because it literally says Wallace Kinney right up there.
That's true.
And so I'm thinking, yeah, I just do a Wallace and then the kitten, you know? Yeah. So.
Let's see. No, Kate's name never changed. We basically wanted Wallace to change Kate's name to have a C because it was always spelled with a K whenever she was referred to as Kate. But Hecate has a C.
Right.
And it was so Cassandra, Celeste, and then Hecate, who goes by Kate with a K. So it was like kind of weird.
Yes. So they all wanted me to change the name to Kate with a C, but the book, I was writing the book for my sister, and my sister does not like that spelling of the name Kate. R.I.P. So sorry to any Kates with a C out there. Mm-hmm. And I was not going to make her read an entire book where the main character had a name that she didn't really love. So
yeah,
I was like, I'm going to change one of the other sisters' names. And I was like, but I don't want to change Celeste's names because Celeste is literally a sky witch. And I felt like that was so perfect.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking to myself, and then I realized that Miranda was kind of a perfect change name because it sounds like Cassandra still. It's the same vibe. But it's even better a name because Miranda is associated with the Tempest. Like there is an inherent a sea association with that name.
Yep.
And so I asked Miranda, I asked her if she would be weirded out if I used her name in the book, and she said no. So I changed.
She's Miranda. And then you'll have to watch Wallace's TikTok about the title change.
Oh my
that
God.
TikTok is so funny. The amount of ones we came up with.
Literally unhinged.
Save a Pumpkin, Ride a Necromancer is still my favorite.
So good. Actually iconic.
Such a public figure. Wallace is famous. Like, oh my God. It's already ordered.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you. That is so nice.
Oh my God, Matt has been ordered too. This is so cute. I love it. Mollen's working on my web store portfolio while I listen to you guys, so don't worry. That's what I was, like I do this where I'll put on like a long video, like a chatty video, and I'll put it on like 2x speed, and then I'll just listen while I do other stuff.
Yeah.
So there you go. We're providing a service.
Yeah, that's so true. This is just content. You know what, guys? You know what this is doing? This is getting me to 3,000 watch hours because I think I'm like something like 50 away from 3,000, which once I'm at 3,000 watch hours, my channel gets like partially monetized. I can have super chats and stuff like that. Not that I'm going to ask for money from you guys, but I don't know. It's part of the like YouTube progression, I guess. So that'll be fun. Oh, bye.
Sorry. I clicked the wrong button. I clicked stop cam instead of unmute myself. Sorry for having my mouth full. I'm so happy.
This is so casual. Is it casual now?
Oh my God, Anna ordered her too. And Anna's having an instant crap moment taping. Mullen's covered my new spring hotties.
Oh, I love that. Will you post a picture of that in the Discord, please, so we can all fawn over on it? I think that'd be so cute.
Mullen says, when I'm finally done with this damn portfolio, I'll get on to making more covers and then set up my freelance business as a cover designer because fuck this job.
Yes, girl. So true. Iconic of you.
Miranda says, and now I have to name someone Wallace. That's the rules.
Yep.
Okay. Our next question from Lindsay is, tell me about a project you are too intimidated to write.
Ooh.
Is now the time you talk about Halak Horizon?
No, I think Tornado Blondes.
Ooh, okay.
I think Tornado Blondes is so interesting to me because she is a exploration of a deep personal fear that I have and a trauma that I have because I've always been afraid of tornadoes my entire life. And then I survived one with my family. An EF3 hit our house while we were all in it in October of 2019. And it was like the most unreal experience. It destroyed our neighborhood. Most of our neighbors moved away. The only reason our house didn't have to get, like almost every single house on our street got torn down because the first tornado came through, and any houses that it didn't just like rip the whole second floor off, it toppled trees onto. And then after the tornado came through, and this literally happened like 3 weeks after I started my YouTube channel. It was insane. Anyway, but a second storm system came in and just dumped water on all these houses that had these gaping holes in them. And I think the only reason our house didn't have to get torn down was because my family was at home at the time, and we were able to just run around with huge trash cans and capture the water. Like literally every light fixture on our second floor, it was like being in the Rainforest Cafe. Like every orifice, like every light fixture, everything was just like pouring out water, and we were just collecting everything, trying to keep it out of the carpet and the flooring. But yeah, I mean, it just completely changed the landscape of my neighborhood. And everybody who I mean, we moved there when I was a teenager, so it's not like it was like, oh, it's my childhood home. But like, yeah, it was really scary. And it was also from someone who has anxiety and like has lived my whole life with these really catastrophic fears. The only thing that really got me through the catastrophe was like the chances of it happening are so low. Like it's never actually going to happen. That's not going to happen. So then for it to happen was kind of one of the worst things, because it was just sort of like, now this is proof of concept that all these things you're really terrified could happen. So anyway, fast forward a couple years, I still haven't fully processed it, but then I got really into this channel on YouTube called Pecos Hank, and he makes these beautiful artistic documentaries. He's a storm chaser, but he's not freaked out. He's not high anxiety. He's not high strung. There's so many storm chasers that they're like, oh my God, it's a monster and did it. But like this guy's like a nature documentarian, and he's so calm and so cool. He's like a cowboy vibes. Like he's a musician in a like rock band. So he composes all the music on his videos, and it's just the most beautiful, haunting, ethereal guitar music playing to these beautiful tornadoes forming. And he's so scientific too. He's literally discovered a specific type of lightning artifact that happens in the upper atmosphere during high intensity lightning storms. And so I was watching his video, and I was so inspired by that idea of like this citizen can be making these huge impacts to science. And suddenly I got this idea because this other trauma, and I like kind of feel bad using that word, but I want to be honest about what it is. Like I was very much traumatized by the tornado, and I was traumatized by the fact that I really wanted to be a scientist and then did not end up getting into graduate school. And the first book I ever wrote ended up kind of exploring that, but then that book died on submission. And I thought it was something that I might want to cannibalize and put into another book. And I thought, wow, this would be kind of the perfect story about, it's very much a self-insert. It's about a girl who wanted to be a scientist and failed. And also she deals with anxiety. And so very much in an about face, she decides to become a tornado chaser, because even though it's this thing of like facing your intense fear, it is still that feeling of participating in the extension of the boundary of human knowledge. And I am so passionate about this story, but I am intimidated by it because it's not just my story. I would want to write about and understand the storm chasing subculture. And it's not, as an outsider, as someone who's just been doing armchair storm chasing since 2021, but like is on the Reddit threads, is on the forums and everything like that, even though I haven't been out actually storm chasing yet, I know it's a super nuanced community. And that's funny. It's a super nuanced community, and I don't want to write this story until I have fully experienced it. And I was in contact with a woman this summer, and she and I were supposed to go storm chasing together because she's a storm chaser in Colorado. But she ended up not being able to do it with me. And now the storm season's pretty much over. The big storm season, I should say, is pretty much over. So that's the other thing, is that it's kind of like there is a window in which I can do the research for this book. And 2 years ago, I was in Spain walking the Camino. This year, I tried and it just didn't work out. So I think there's a lot of intimidation with that story, because it's both the intimidation of wanting to understand the culture correctly, get it right, tell the story right, but also the intimidation of of having to face the two things that I think have really traumatized me in my life. And well, two of the three things, I should say. And yeah, I think I'm very intimidated about that story, but I really think that she will be a very healing experience for me once I finally decide to write her and also live her. Cause I think the reason I want to write the story is because the reality is that I want to storm chase, and I want to participate in that, in the amateur citizen science is what they call it, because I do miss feeling like a scientist. So yeah. Anyway.
Is there a world where it becomes Tornado Blonde and this is a memoir?
I mean, this is so funny. When I was on my writing retreat, my friend was journaling every night, and she was asking me about, my experience journaling and stuff. And I say that I kind of told her, I was like, I really think I work through a lot of my issues in fiction, like that's the whole point for that TikTok of A Dark and Secret Magic. Like when I was writing this book is for October, even though it was meant to be this fun, happy story, like a decent portion of it is about my main character dealing with the grief over the loss of her mother. And I was, that's something that's one of the things my anxiety really does to me, is that I have a lot of anticipatory grief over losing my parents. And, my family has always really been infected by nostalgia. And there's a element of that in A Dark and Secret Magic too. So I just think fiction is my medium, So that's my answer to your question. I feel like Tornado Blondes will be a memoir in the way that I could do a memoir,
Okay. That makes sense. Putting the wind in window. I feel like even that imposter syndrome you're describing is an interesting theme.
Absolutely.
Sounds like such a great, important book, Emma says. Yeah.
Thanks.
Also, this is so true. Look, if Brad Pitt can get $300 million for an F1 self-insert movie, you can write that tornado book.
That's so true.
Keiko says, I remember the first time I saw a green sky, I didn't learn until later that it is a sign of tornadoes.
Yeah. Well, it's a sign of hail in the higher up atmosphere, because it creates a different there's a different medium for the light to be refracted off, because the hail is so large. But yes, typically where there is hail, there is also potentially tornadoes.
I'll never forget when I learned that if a tornado looks like it isn't moving, it's because it's coming at you.
Or it could be moving away. That's the other thing people never say, that it just means its direction is in reference to you. It's not moving parallel to you. It is moving perpendicular, but it could be moving away.
There's something about it though, of like, if it looks like it isn't moving, it's coming at you. That's like, there's like a metaphor there that could be played with.
That's true.
And it's scary. So scary.
Katie,
the air was weird too. And rain a lot.
Well, and that's the thing, in that, like, when I say I've always been scared of tornadoes, it's not just like I grew up in Tornado Alley. Like, that's a classic thing that people are scared of. Like, I used to have a recurring nightmare of being a young girl, and like that makes sense because I was, but like when I was little, I mean, I would have this dream at least once a month before I turned 10. Like, I mean, throughout my childhood, my parents knew about this, everything. But the dream was that I was a teenager, and it was like 1950s, and I assume like in Texas or some, kind of state with, not like a big city, like in a small rural town in a hot place in Tornado Alley, and a tornado is coming, and it's going to get my whole family, and we have to go and try and shelter at the high school, but the storm kills us. And I always called that dream Old Alice, and I would always wake up screaming, Old Alice is coming, Old Alice is coming, like she's going to get me. And my parents were always like,
you have is that a past life?
That's literally, Katie, I'm like convinced that there must have been a tornado or like maybe a hurricane or something. And
that your past life, that's how, wow.
But you know what's so funny? So speaking
of Old Alice is coming, like that is so.
Yes. So, and you know what's so funny is that talking about working through my crap with writing, when I was on my writing retreat, one of the short stories that I was working on is the one about the girl who has the sleep paralysis demon that she accidentally punches into real life and then has to teach it how to do taxes. Ugh, so funny.
So iconic. The most iconic shit.
But I decided, I was like, the title of that story is Old Alice and Me, because I decided that that's the name of her sleep paralysis demon. And like,
because your nightmare is Old Alice.
Yeah.
So it's kind of your sleep paralysis demon.
Yes.
I love this. Sorry, what?
Yeah, no, I have this.
I've known about this forever, so I'm just like, woo, yeah, the sleep paralysis demon. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I have a collection of short stories.
What it says on the tin.
What? Sorry?
It's what it says on the tin. Like, the girl punches her sleep paralysis demon into real life, teaches the taxes. Like, that's the plot.
Yeah, that's literally the plot. I have these little snippets of girls interacting with like fantastical creatures, imaginary creatures, everything like that. And it's like the same story, but in different fonts. And I've decided I'm just gonna be boring and write all of them because I'm so fascinated by all of them. And that's whenever you hear me referencing something called girls and their pukas, that's what I'm talking about. Like another one that I have is a girl who's like really in a depressive episode, and her pile of depression dishes and depression clothes anthropomorphizes at one night, and like she hangs out with it. And then, oh my God, the one that like took me by the collar when I was in Tahoe. I'm so excited for Katie to read. Katie doesn't know anything about this one, and I don't want her to know until she reads it. It's like unreal. It's so fun. Anyway, but the one that is like the most finished, the one I have an actual draft of, like I could just revise and be like, she's done, is Old Alice and Me, which is about a girl who her whole life has been terrorized by this nightmare creature that then follows her. It like is also her sleep paralysis demon. So she'll have this recurring dream where the nightmare creature is chasing her, and then she wakes up from fear, but then the nightmare creature is on her, just like a sleep paralysis demon, right? And she goes to a sleep study therapist, and they work through these concepts for how to fight back in order to actually wake up. And the idea is that he's like, fight back and send her back. And my character fights back and then doesn't do the second part. And so that she accidentally punches the sleep paralysis demon into reality. But then I was like, and then when I was like, I had that concept and I thought that was so funny. But then I was like, well, actually, initially I thought it was terrifying, right? That'd be so scary. Yeah. But then I was like, but wait, what would the sleep paralysis demon do?
Like it would also be terrified, be like, right. What the fuck is happening?
Right, exactly. And like maybe in a weird way, my main character was the sleep paralysis demon's sleep paralysis demon, you know? And like so it's completely a comedy. It's completely comedy.
It's camp, it's satire, it's like they're so like, it's not a horror. Like that's the thing. Like they're supposed to like it, like you think about it and you're like, that's horrifying, but then you're like, no, it's actually fucking hilarious.
Yes, exactly. So I'm super proud of Old Alice and Me. She's very whimsical. That's how I'm gonna classify all of these short stories. Girls in Their Pukas is very whimsical. Yeah,
which fits your brand for short stories, because your chocolate short stories are oftentimes also very whimsical.
That's true, but that's based off of like those titles, and the covers are super whimsical too. You know,
yeah, the vibes that you write and you bring to it is pretty whimsical.
I'm gonna do another witch's hat. Oh no, that's terrible. I'm discarding this one.
Miranda says, it was all so normal to me until the taxes. Lindsay did a past life meditation once, and I was just a happy blade of grass. What the fuck, Wallace?
Well, that's lovely.
That is so that's so stunning. I hope you didn't get lawn mowed. I'm so sorry, Lindsay. He goes, that makes my nightmares of being forgotten by my parents at the supermarket look like rainbow dreams.
Yeah, it's like, so funny. Like, when I got diagnosed with anxiety, like all of my well-meaning, loving family members were like, "Are you sure? Like, is this?" And I'm like, "Can we actually reflect on my entire life for a second, please?" There are so many home videos of like my sisters climbing a tree and them all laughing, and I'm at the base and I turn to my dad and my dad's like, "Well, so you want to climb?" And I'm like, "But what if I get hurt?" Like, and I'm like a 3-year-old or like I'm like a 5-year-old, you know? And I always was known as the worrier of the family. Like when I was prepubescent, like, come on, people, let's put 2 and 2 together.
Let's get it together. Also, this is so funny. Lindsay, if you don't watch tennis, Novak Djokovic, whenever he wins Wimbledon, eats blades of grass off the court. I hope you didn't get eaten by Novak Djokovic. I need to see these videos of Baby Wallace, actually, please and thank you.
Well, if you come to my house around Christmas time, if you find yourself in DFW, we always do home videos. And I have to say, I was a baby Daenerys Targaryen. I was really cute.
Oh, yeah, I think I've seen pictures of you, actually.
Yeah.
Baby pictures.
Lake, my parents' room, probably.
Yeah. And then Lindsay asked about my intimidating book. Unfortunately,
sorry.
I don't have anything nearly as deep or introspective as Wallace is. I think I have 2. My first one is the bane of my existence and the love of my life, The Eclipse Project, or Three for a Funeral.
Yeah.
I have been working on this book for 3 years.
How many words do you have in it? That's my question.
Total?
Yes.
65,000.
Oh shit! I didn't realize.
But that like in like words of like snippets, like 12K. But the rest is world building, character, magic system.
Yeah, no, I meant in the manuscript.
About 12.
Okay.
Those
other words count. I just was trying to get an idea.
Yeah, it's about 12 of the actual like book itself. Silver, Lisa. Yeah, and it just really has been tough for me to get over my like fact that it won't be perfect when I first write it. Yeah, I just think the book, it's a lot. There's so much in it that I want to explore, and there's just a lot of work that's done on it. So that's very intimidating to me. Okay, can you not roll your husband onto my food? Thank you. I know it's covered, but
she's talking to a dog, everybody, just FYI.
Yeah, I'm talking to a dog. Piper, she's over there with her she has a koala toy that is affectionately called her husband. You can infer why. Okay, so oh god, trying to describe the Eclipse Project. It's an epic high fantasy that basically there is this interdimensional void that is slowly eating the continent, and these two kingdoms have come together under one monarchy. Stop trying to lick my salsa. No, this isn't the dragon. There are no dragons in this one, but we have multiple main characters, and one of our main characters is who I affectionately call the mentor character, and basically his plot line is that he was believed to be the chosen one when he was about 20 years old. He has a very unique and rare power that allows him to separate souls from bodies. He's literally can rip them, like basically rips your soul out of your body if he wanted to, which he does to these creatures that come out of the void, because the void like eats the soul out. That's not that way.
Terrible. Cannot believe you just said that.
I clearly am not thinking clearly. Basically eats a person's soul and leaves them as a husk, as a fractured, and they go and they try to steal more people for the void to eat, and he destroys those, and basically he failed in his mission 10 years before the actual book starts, and everyone believes he's dead. But he's not. He wishes he was, but he isn't. And there's these 3 prophesized children who were born under an eclipse, hence why it was called the Eclipse Project, who have the same power that he does, and so he is brought back to train them. And yeah, he's brought back to train them and basically help them to not fail where he failed. And so there's a lot of drama involving that, and there's a lot of other stuff going on with politics and revolution and coming of age and identity, and there's just so much in that book, so it's very intimidating to me. The other one that I'm super intimidated by, which I actually think is my real answer, is one that I haven't even started but has lived rent-free in my brain for 15 years. It's one of the first books I ever came up with, and it is a dystopian Great Gatsby retelling with zombies. So, oh, thank you, Lindsay. We'll see if I ever get around to writing it. D&D Gloomstalker Ranger. That is him. That's the vibe. That's Aaron.
Sorry, I just realized that I literally have no idea where I'm supposed to send these once they're done, because the box came with no instructions. It wasn't like, here's the box to send them back or anything like that. So
oh, great.
I'm like, okay.
So yeah, I really love The Great Gatsby, and I would love to do, I just don't know what would make it super unique besides the dystopian zombies, because obviously like the whole thing about Great Gatsby is like there's a lot of glitz and glamour and all like actual people are suffering. And so that would be, I feel like is lends itself well to a zombie metaphor, but don't have anything besides that, but and I just like every time I think about it I feel a little paralyzed, so because that would be like, because the thing about me is I'm very much a fantasy romance writer, and this would be lit fic. and I've never written lit fic before. And I think that genre is what scares me the most.
Wait,
is like
what's lit fic? One more time?
My Gatsby retelling.
Oh, right. Sorry. Sorry.
You're good. Yeah, so that would be lit fic. And I don't write lit fic. But that would be the vibes. Want some glam zombies? I mean,
should we do a check-in?
Yes. Show us.
Okay.
Show us the vibes. Do it for the vine.
This is what I have done. And this is what I have left.
We are over halfway, bitches. Look at that.
Yeah.
You hit a flow. You hit a creative flow.
Yeah. Hit a signature flow.
Signature flow. Oh, wow. Slay.
Are other people, do they have books that they're intimidated by? People watching?
Yeah. Well,
Lindsay,
actually, we did.
You asked the question.
Yeah. What's intimidating you, Lindsay? Miranda says, my intimidating book is Oh No. I don't know if I can reveal the title. So I was like, oh no, because I did too good of a job with the first few chapters. And if I keep going, I'm going to ruin it.
I hear you. That's understandable because those first chapters are real good.
I've also felt this way before. And if I gave advice, it'd be so fucking hypocritical because it'd be like, put yourself in a fucking mirror, bitch. But those first chapters are really good, and I want you to finish the rest of it.
I just don't know why. Actually, I do know why I get it. Never mind.
Halfway, more like half slay. That's amazing, says Wendy. Glam zombies might be a little too on the nose in the era of like Kardashians. Yeah, but like, isn't that the point? I don't know. Again, we're not thinking about it because if I do, I won't write for days.
That's real.
Lindsay wants the deets, Miranda. Someday I will write a multi-POV dark court fantasy. Anna.
I'm here for it.
Also, Anna, can I ask about Project Hera? Can you give me some deets, please? Because that mood board is chef's kiss, everything to me. Keiko feels super intimidated by writing politics in general. I get that. Yeah, that's part of also, making the plotting and scheming make sense. Yeah, that's also part of my problem with the Eclipse Project is because there's a lot of political machinations. And while I understand them, I worry that I'm just not going to write it well. Miranda wants to know what you were going to ask.
Me?
Yeah. She's already forgotten.
I have a Stieg moment. I have no idea. What? Was I going to ask something?
I don't know, I guess. I love that you call it a Stieg moment.
Yeah. Let's be so for real. Like, that's what it is.
Oh, Becca says, I have 2 projects I'm massively intimidated by. My Dragon Fantasy, Mood. I'm also intimidated by my own. And 2, a screenplay about my childhood and my insane great aunt. I'm attempting to
Yes.
And Fish Lady? Is it Fish Lady? Fish Woman?
Is it that lady? She is insane.
That was a whole experience. Listening
to the murder
so good. Murder House. I think it was just why I wasn't working on Oh No. Well, are you gonna answer, Miranda?
Oh,
I know
it
why.
was more of like I was gonna say, why can't you just, but then I was like, no, Wallace, that's stupid because you literally can't also. So it's not that I was censoring myself, it's that I just realized I was about to ask a stupid question.
Apologies, I was taking a bite of taco.
Really? Oh wow, that was a terrible. I have to do a really good. I'm gonna do a "You Are Magic" because that was an awful signature.
Oh my god, Fish Lady! I can't believe I remembered that. How could I forget?
Yeah, how could we ever forget?
In my brain. Oh my god, Project Hera is my descent into Smutville. Time to write Elmo's first sex scene.
Oh god, not Elmo.
Oh god, Elmo.
Oh boy, Elmo.
That's a big word for Elmo. Ooh, okay. Okay, here we have the thing. Okay. I mean, it's about a reincarnated holy warrior who's being haunted by her mate who's trying to get her into the next life with him. Ooh. Very fun. Oh. Lindsay says, I'm intimidated by the revisions I someone. I'm intimidated by the revisions I someday want to do on the first book I tried to query when the sea came for us. She deserves better than I know how to do back in the day.
Mermaid book.
Book. Yes. Yeah. Revisions are scary. Changing a book that you wrote before is scary. Because actually, you know what? I changed my answer. 100%. My most intimidating project is coming back to the Wrath King.
But is it because I thought you said she's done?
But am I saying it's done because I'm intimidated by her?
I hope so, because I don't want her to be done.
I know. I'm like real, like it is like the revisions of changing that book so drastic, like not drastic, like that's the thing. Like it isn't drastic. It's just pulling through all of the things that were overlaid by all the extra shit that I wasn't actually interested in, but I just threw in there because it was like the kitchen sink. Like,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, coming back to it, stripping it down and putting back in the things that I wanted is intense. So I get it, Lindsay. Mala says, I'm definitely intimidated by my own plot bunny project Snowstorm, because it's full on fantasy. Ooh, pre-revolution French vibes. And I don't think I have enough reading in the genre, so it scares me. Oh, that's interesting. Tell us more. Give us more about Project Snowstorm. I mean, I know what it's about. The was for smut. Thank you. Now that mood board makes more sense. It's super pretty, by the way. It is so pretty. Oh my God. Anna's so good at making stuff. I feel like you and me are in the same boat with the Wrath King and the When the Sea Came for Us. Yep.
I want to know, Lindsay, though, like, have you shown it to your agent and like gotten their thoughts on it? Because maybe, you know, again, maybe you have, but like maybe now with a second pair of eyes and you're already agented, so it's not like this book would, you know, like it's not like you have to query this book again. You know, you have this person, this resource, and I'm sure you have. I don't know why I'm like talking down to you. But yeah, I would love to know what the journey has been like, your return journey to When the Sea Came for Us. Because I love a mermaid book. I really need mermaids to have another moment. Especially because, never mind.
Oh, washed ashore.
Wash ashore whore. She's not a mermaid, but like mermaids are definitely a motif in that story because she's like metaphorically a mermaid, you know?
Yeah, sometimes you just like fake amnesia and become a metaphorical mermaid.
Hey, why didn't you spoil my whole fucking story on live?
I didn't even process that it had come out of my mouth.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Keiko asked, what's a plot bunny? A plot bunny is like a little sprinkling of an idea. Like you have like a little bit of an idea, and it, you know, there's like maybe like one scene or like one character or like one trope that you want to explore. That's what I consider a plot bunny, at least. And then, you know, when the plot bunny grows roots and claws and worms its way into your brain, it becomes a brain worm. Wendy says, don't worry, we'll keep the secret.
Thanks, friends. Me, Katie, and our 14 closest friends.
Yep. Hey, we're down from 20. 6 people will not know.
That is so true.
Unless they rewatch.
Yeah. And I'm leaving this up. That we can't say anything too bad because we do not want to delete this. This is prime content.
Prime content.
This up on my channel.
No, Wallace is also secretly Hannah Montana. And if you guys didn't know, she was in the first High School Musical movie.
All true.
Yep. To me, a plot bunny is what you call a brain rot. Oh, okay. See, there's different definitions for things. Hold on. So we have Project Snow Bunny is about nobles established only because they're the only ones who can touch and therefore destroy monsters coming from a hell dimension through a rift. Oh my god.
So many rifts, you guys.
Mullen, I think we're soul sisters.
Hey, soul sister.
Ain't that Mr. on the radio? I mean, okay. Lindsay said, I mean, Samantha rejected when I queried her with it. Lol, I think she would be on board if I turned it into her fantasy. It wants to be.
Okay, my question though is like, does she, and this is not, how do I even phrase what I'm trying to ask? Have you Does she know that? Does she know that? Does she know she rejected a story of yours before she signed you for the glass switch? You know, like, have you ever approached that with her?
It's a great question. And how would you approach that? Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of what I'm like low key, not low key struggling. Because here's the thing, my agent's great. I love them so fucking much. They're amazing. Cannot sing their praises enough. But me being the anxious girly pop, I worry I'm going to be annoying in being like, here's all these ideas. Which one should I write? Give me a deadline.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm the same way.
yeah. It's just tough to like, because like, yes, they're working, like your agent is working for you, but like you're also working for them. Like you're both working towards a mutual goal and like it's still a professional relationship. Like I can like it's different than me with like my critique partners or like with Wallace and like, you know, Debatia, Stieg, Miranda, Hudson, like blah, blah, blah. Like, or even like you guys as, you know, people who engage with me like on like my stories, like when I post about stuff on my stories, like feels different.
It hits different.
It's different. I don't know really what I was trying to ask, but if somehow you have any advice, Lindsay, I'd love to have it.
Well,
but if not.
I'll say this, like, I don't think you're working for your agent, but like, it's always good to use them as a resource, right? Because they, like, I don't know. Sometimes I worry I'm saying things that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but like, theoretically, agents also know what books are selling because they're the ones selling the books. So they could give you a direction of what to work on next. So I think that is a fair question to ask. And I don't think that's annoying, but also maybe that's secretly a really big faux pas. And I hope it's not because I've definitely asked my own agent that question.
I don't think it's a faux pas, but like there is, I think my fear comes from my agent seeing all of my new ideas and being like, yeah, I don't like any of those. Like we can't work together after this because I don't like any of these and we're not going to work well together. And like, that's not going to happen because they wouldn't have signed me if they didn't love my
writing
and didn't love the ideas that I have and the potential that I have to be a career author. Like, you know,
yeah.
And I know that like I know I'm good enough, obviously, but it's just it's just a fear of mine of being rejected by someone who has given me so much. Because I don't want to lose this professional relationship that we have.
Yeah.
Like I'm afraid of that.
I think that's fair. But like also I think it's not gonna happen. But I get you.
There's other factors and stuff that we can't talk about here as well, but like that's kind of I think where the base of my fear comes from.
Yeah.
Also I would also do this, Miranda. Hold on. If I were an agent, I'd control F and search for my client's name in my inbox.
That's funny.
Once again, if this is a Lexi question, you could ask if it's his faux pas. That's true. That is true. As Lexi works at an agency.
That's a good point. Wow, both of my pens are like really on their last leg, guys, and I still have this many more to do. What do I do?
No, you can do it. Can you DoorDash another green pen?
That's such a good question. I mean, the thing is hold on. I think I have other Sharpies. I just don't think they're as cute as these. But let me go look into my Sharpie collection because I do have other pens, but the dream, right, was to do it in Kate's colors, but
you know,
we got to get it done at this point. Let me go see.
Miranda says put hot water in a cup and put the Sharpie face down in the cup.
Oh.
Won't that get water in the I don't know. I trust you though, Miranda. I trust you with my life.
Okay, I'll go do that.
We'll do that. We'll try. Anything works. Whatever works. Lindsay says, lol, I mean, I'm not bringing it up. Maybe if I revise it and fling it into her inbox one day, she'll think it's a brand new book.
Oh my gosh.
Which it basically will be at this point. Yeah, sadly, I don't have any advice for this because y'all know this. I didn't even query the agent that I ended up with. Like, when I queried my original book, I wasn't even, she wasn't even an agent. Like, oh, I have no idea. I had to deal with this. That's funny. And if she likes it, she'll be like, you know what's funny? LOL. That would be so funny. Yeah, I think it's normal.
If you hear running water, it's my sink heating up. I'm not going to the bathroom live.
That'd been so funny if you did. Or like centrifugal force the ink down towards the pen, spin the Sharpie around or something. Miranda out here with her physics ideas. Yeah, Miranda says the issue is that it's not out of ink. The issue is that the ink doesn't have any time to flow down to the tip. Tell your sex tape.
Wait, okay, but I have a question about this.
Okay.
Do I put it with the cap on or cap off?
Oh, good question.
Am I
I
supposed
just
to
thought cap on, but
am I supposed to let the ink like seep out, be pulled out, or do I cap on?
cap on.
Okay.
Cap on.
No cap. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I'm gonna put here's the situation. I found a black Sharpie. We're gonna put the silver and the green in here. How long am I supposed to hold this? Or can I just lie them in there? Or are they gonna fall? Oh no, they're gonna hold each other up. Okay, great. I'm gonna let them do. What?
I said, wow, soulmates, because they hold each other up.
So true. Matthew and Kate.
Just let them sit there for a sec.
They're gonna sit there. I'm gonna use the black Sharpie for a little bit. RIP to the black Sharpie girls. These are the true limited editions.
Yeah, limited edition.
Okay.
But Lindsay says, yeah, I think it's normal to think that the book that got you an agent is a fluke, and they will hate everything else. We did have another question, which kind of ties into relating. Do you ever write something and it's like, okay, but you don't know that it's actually good? How do you overcome that?
I'm gonna be so for real with you. Window to Magic. It took me until the final edit of A Dark and Secret Magic that I literally just finished. And by final edit, I mean, Katie can attest to this. Like, it wasn't even an edit. It was just reading it and making sure that there were no major plot holes, and not major plot holes, but tiny plot holes. Like, the color of a coat got changed at one point, so we just switched that word. There was like a comma that needed to be added. It wasn't until then that I read it and I was confidently like, you know what? This is proficient. Like, it's not high literature. It's not, but I read it and I was like, this is a book. This is decent. I think in the past, kind of in the same way that I have feast and famine with my writing habit in general, I have feast and famine with my confidence. And it's just, I try and time my steps forward with a moment of feast of confidence, right? So, because if you are, and here's my thing, is like, if you're like, okay, I'm about to go on Query or I'm about to go on Sub, for me, that automatically is going to put me in a state of low confidence because of the pressure, right? Of suddenly I'm seeing it not as a story for my sister. When I first wrote it, it was proficient for that. I was like, this is good. This is going to be a fun story for her to read. But then as soon as it was, I'm going to pitch this to my agent, I was like, wait, is this the dumbest thing I've ever written? And then as soon as we went on submission, I was like, wait, is this completely absolute garbage trash, right? So I would say two things. Try and align your forward movements with moments of confidence. Don't try and align, don't try and do the opposite of that, where it's like, decide you're going to try and move forward, but then you don't have confidence. Does that make sense? So if you're feeling like really good about a book, just query it, just go for it. But also have, and this is kind of my blanket advice always, is also have people in your corner who, even on the days that you are second guessing everything, they're going to push you through it. And just make sure it's people who won't coddle you. Not just yes people. Like if it's your family members and stuff, you're not gonna be able to trust them, right? Make sure it's like legitimate people who will be honest with you. And if you're like being petulant like a child, like, I don't want to, they're gonna be like, shut the fuck up, do it, you know? And that's true friendship.
That is true fucking friendship, which is how you know we're best friends, because like, and that's also like finding people who will do that for you is also really great for like, you know, so you can trust them when they are being truthful about stuff. Like,
yes.
And also being honest about what you want, because I love this. Miranda be like, boo, I love a coddling. And that's like, here's the thing. Like, if you are struggling with your confidence and you have a circle of friends, tell them that and be like, hey, can you like hype me up and like tell me what's actually good about this? And like, maybe I'll see it and that'll help you. Because, you know, if you don't tell your friends, like, how are they supposed to help you? You know, like, which is hypocritical of me, but I famously don't ask for help. But I will also say, I've used this metaphor all the fucking time, and I'm sure everyone is tired of it. But writing is like sculpting a masterpiece. Michelangelo did, or like painting a masterpiece. Like Michelangelo didn't paint the Sistine Chapel in a single day and go, yeah, it's perfect, fine. It takes layers. Like
not even sculpting a masterpiece, sculpting anything. You know,
anything.
We're not all trying to be Michelangelo out here, but it's like a sculptor is no sculptor, right? You know?
And I've watched videos about sculpting and how like so much of like, or like chiseling away at marble. Like you have to do the long, big strokes first. You have to find the form in it first, and then you can go in and refine detail. And like writing is not a single, like you don't write a word or like a sentence and you're like, yeah, that needs to stay there forever. Like you can change stuff. And like, as long as you're like, especially if you're an unpublished writer and like you're just writing to write and if you're having fun with it, that's all that matters. Because and the other thing, which is going to sound disparaging, but I swear it's not.
Oh boy.
My least favorite book has people who are feral over it and who love it to death.
That's the point.
And think so it's so fucking good that they would hold it so close to their chest and are like, this is everything to me. This book means everything to me, and I fucking hate it. Yeah. Vice versa. I have books that I absolutely love that I'm sure have haters galore.
Yeah.
Like I know it's so hard to be like, writing is subjective, but like genuinely think about it from your own perspective. Exactly. Your favorite book has haters. Like you may think something is garbage that you wrote, and someone's going to read it and they're going to see themselves in it. And they're going to be like, you put into words something that I didn't even know I was feeling. And that is a beautiful moment. And you may think it's terrible or it's garbage, but as long as you're having fun, it doesn't matter. And it's truly so subjective. And there truly is someone out there for you. You just have to find them. And hopefully they will find it. I truly believe that. So, and even if that person out there is you, like you're writing a book purely for you, because that's what you want to see and that's what you want to read, that makes it good. Yeah. Yeah. I just got on another soapbox I didn't realize I had. It's all good. So many soapboxes. Damn. Need to get in the shower. There's just someone out there for every book. Genuinely. Yeah. So true. Me, when I looked up that one book on Goodreads, had a lower rating than my fave, and I was shook. I was thinking about this, Miranda. Like
that had a higher rating than your fave? Or
had a higher rating than her favorite. Yeah. The book that she hated.
Can I just say there have been several special signatures in which I've written my name as Wallace.
Wallace Kinney. Oh, Malin, I just wish that someone was an agent.
Oh,
oops, yes.
Malin, how is the querying journey going? I feel like I haven't seen an update from you in a while. Has she uploaded a video and I just haven't noticed?
I don't think so. I know. I think Malin was struggling with her opening chapters and such. They didn't land in my inbox, madam.
Ooh, call out.
Yeah, it's God, this industry is so tough, which is why we all got to stick together and band together and be there for each other, because no one else will. You know, there's so much shit that happens on fucking writing Twitter, that's just absolutely bonkers. And it's like, where's the group chat? Where's the Discord? There's no update.
That happens in Discord first, and then it explodes.
That is true. Actually, yeah, it is a Discord thing. I can't do my whole portfolio in a week and write, unfortunately.
That's fair.
Aww. Oh, I hope I get a Valis. I will measure it forever. Oh,
That's funny. Oh, I wish I could literally sign your guys as like personalize them.
Yeah.
Should I just guess for Anna? 100 chance it makes it to you, babe.
Madison wants to know if you're okay with them dropping the special link edition in the Discord. Martha is asking.
Oh yeah. I just feel bad because it's like people are probably so annoyed.
No, they're not annoyed. Listen, let us busk for you, as Jess said. Okay. Yes, do it, Madison.
Thank you.
I'm giving you permission. Meanwhile, I don't see
you
any
hanging
of this
out
stuff.
with Martha? Wait, what? I'm so confused.
It's a link in the Discord. Like Marta is asking in the Discord. Let me check that. Let me look. Let me nosy.
Wait, what is Miranda talking about? Meanwhile, I don't see any of this stuff. Y'all are like, oh my God, this is huge. Oh, the drama.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The drama. Which is so, which is so funny because Miranda's on Twitter a lot. I guess she's just on tennis Twitter. Not to call you out, Miranda. But yeah, there's been a lot of drama going on. Like it feels like there's been more and more since like December. Like it all kind of kicked off with Kate Crane stuff, and then it's one after the other after the other, and it's like that's too many slices. Please stop.
I think it might just be writing Twitter. I feel like that's how it's been. We just haven't been involved, you know.
It's always writing Twitter. Like there's nothing that's happening on writing YouTube. I mean, the Guru gossip pages are fucking
so dry.
So drier than the Sahara. Like, come on. Anyway, we don't have to.
I still think we should all collectively take over Guru Gossip and just start gossiping about each other.
I think so. Yeah, fully bad art friend. Okay, people, look, Julie, it's because I like you. Okay.
Oh.
I like Julie. Oh my God. Why did the things just jump? Okay, so here's the truth. We have in fact kind of semi-closed the Discord, like a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Just because we like the community that we have, and there's like a slight worry that, not worry, that makes it sound presumptuous, but
it is a tale as old as time. It's a tale as old as time that beautiful communities are formed on the internet, and then they get a little too big, and suddenly they stop. They lose what they had, you know. And we had a discussion about it, and we decided. Anyway, Katie, sorry. I totally
my phone is ringing and I have no idea what it is. I can hear it.
I was gonna be like, do you want me to call you? But it's already ringing. So it's not Miranda says, wait, do you have a current Discord? I tried the ones on your channel, but they said
anyway, so we took away all of the Discord links, and now you basically have to ask for them. So I've now posted the Discord link so you may join if you're not joined already. But we are trying to keep it kind of low-key because we love our community as it is. And would just like it to stay that way. I hope that wasn't important, but whatever. Literally, no one is annoyed. Everyone is overjoyed.
It's that family telling you that they're going to be 4 more days.
I would just leave.
No, not Piper.
No, it's fine. I've had the week from hell, y'all, but we're not talking about that today.
Yeah, Katie's really been struggling. Poor thing.
Anna says you can personalize my book at one of your book parties. I hope so.
Whoa, girl, that is such a big travel day for you. Also, Becca C. Smith, if you're still here, will you forward Anna my newsletter? Because I announced some of my dates and it only sent to 13 people for no effing reason.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
Annoying.
So stupid. You need to get on Substack. I think just move to Substack. That would.
How do I do that organically though? Like, I don't know how to move my contacts. I don't know. It'd be so annoying to have to enter in everybody's email.
We'll figure it out off camera, I think.
Okay, good call.
I'm busy with my hit tweets on tennis Twitter. It's true.
Oh, Miranda is killing it on Twitter.
So killing it. That's how Twitter is. There has to be something. It's so true. And I do love it for that. I love a little bit of drama, but I'm a little scared by Twitter. But
I know my publisher was like, let us know all your socials. And then I let them know and they're like, what's your Twitter? And I'm like, I refuse to participate in Twitter.
That's a fucking lie. You're on Twitter all the goddamn time right now.
Participate. Lurking.
You're participating by looking. Looking is participation.
Not participation. Lurking is not participation.
I beg to differ.
You may beg all you want, my dear. I shall not.
I hate that.
You way.
I used to think that phrase was "I beg to dipper," like the Little Dipper.
Oh.
I was like, why are you begging on the Little Dipper? Anyway, as a kid, I thought it was that. And then my mom was like, wait, what did you say? Where is my cell phone? Hello? Hey, Siri, where are you?
Hey, Alexa, play the hamster dance. Let me know if I got you.
Let us know, because you didn't get me.
I know I didn't, because you're not at home. I wasn't trying to get you.
It was, in fact, Mom Eyeballs.
Oh, is everything okay?
Yeah, let me just text her.
Just be like, Mom, I'm helping Wallace sign all our books right now.
I literally am in the middle of saying that.
It is actually, I'm looking at the pile that I have signed. Oh, I meant to do a whole time lapse about this. Whatever. I can't both do the thing I need to do and do content. I'm sorry. I just am so overwhelmed.
It's okay. This is the content, and you get more bang for your buck as opposed to a time lapse.
That's true. That's a good point.
Because this doesn't cost a single penny on y'all. This is free. All it costs is your time.
Which, is worth something.
Yeah, especially when you're listening to us yap.
So true.
Is there a permanent link to the issue of the newsletter that you can put in your Discord?
I think the problem is that I've been kind of cheating it, where I just use GoDaddy to send people an email. So I don't even think it keeps record of the emails I send. Oh, I guess I could take the email. Well, it didn't even send it to me, because I was going to say I could take the email and you've missed 3, which my sister also has not received a single newsletter. So I do need
to. Not you,
because this is good.
Yeah. You need to switch to Substack, because Substack is so much easier, and everything is permanently on there. Like it's like a blog almost, but it sends everything in email form.
I'll get it figured out. I'm just so over it.
Look, it's the least of our priorities at the moment, because you're gonna make a video and a post about it too. So
should I set my camera up for time lapse to at least get my time lapse of this last little stack?
Yeah, get a little bit.
I don't wanna.
You can do it. Do it.
Okay.
This is friendship.
Yep.
Like, here's the thing, guys. You really are getting a peek behind the curtain of how me and Wallace just are all the
time. Oh my god.
Oh, we are a time. I love us though. Wouldn't have us any other way. Let me see. Let's see. We have another question, which I think we've kind of answered, but we can kind of go over it again. Do you ever think about sharing or publishing what you journal, at least in some form? I think for me, that's just my vlogs. That's just my presence on the internet in general, kind of just yapping all the time. Yeah. I don't think Wallace is very much a fiction. Like she said, she's a fiction. Do not lick my salsa, madam.
That is the second time you've said that, and it drives me. It's so funny. I need
He's trying to eat my salsa.
It's
closed. He's trying to eat it.
Saying, do not like my salsa. Like, that's like, get out of my business a little bit. Like, I love that. I need that in my new saying.
Don't you dare lick my salsa.
I'm obsessed with this concept. Okay, I'm switching up my situation.
Switching sides.
Sorry.
But yeah, I think us as just virtues of being author tubers, we kind of just share all of our things that we put in a journal on the internet. I think that'd be the way that I would share it, at least. If I ever posted a video ever again.
What, Catherine?
Oh, I know.
You literally could monetize your channel. Like, girl.
I know.
Driving me nuts.
I know.
Driving me nuts. Okay.
Okay, so, you're on the floor. Nice.
I'm on the floor.
Floor girls.
Where do I put my... Are you on the floor?
Yeah, I've been on the floor the whole time. This is a couch behind me.
Whoa, that is plot twist.
Plot twist. She's sitting on the floor. No, I've been watching a lot of Kate Wismer videos, and she's been posting vlogs of like she'll answer questions and she'll talk about her editing process because she's editing. I think it's her like her 11th book or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to do something like that where I just post every single day until I finish something. But like, I'm in a holding pattern at the moment, so I'm like, I don't know what it would be.
You're dead.
Like
this guy is done. The green is done.
Like, she's cooked.
Totally cooked.
She's cooked. She's cooked. It's all good. So yeah, I don't know. I've been finding myself like editing my videos. I feel like my content's just really boring. Like I'm bored by my own content. Like I'm not bored by myself or my life, but the things that I film, I'm like, this is boring. No one wants to watch this. So that's me at the very least. With scroll past my beans, scroll past my salsa.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
You're so close.
The silver is dying too.
No.
Oh my god.
R.I.P.
I also just feel bad about like look at that. That just you can tell that the pin is dying. Oh well, okay, it doesn't look that bad on screen, but
oh okay, yeah, it looks okay.
But it like I would be sad to receive a dying pin signature, you know?
Yeah. You just have to keep rotating them. Mm-hmm. You could never bore us, Katie. Madison, don't lie to me. Okay. I don't know. I just need to like switch it up, but I don't know how to do that. I'm so I don't know. I don't know, man. Yeah, Instacart a pack of pens. I read this as pack of penis, but it's pack of Madison Barnes. No, it's fine. I just need to like get my shit together. I feel like nothing is together, but it's fine. I can't even properly complain because we're live.
I'm sorry.
No, this is content. I'm just in that complaining mood where I'm like, I almost started complaining. And I was like, I can't complain about that live.
I know, I'm sorry. Should we go back to the questionnaire you found on? Oh, hi Zainab. Welcome to work. Should we go back to the questionnaire you found?
Oh yes. Let me find the questionnaire. Let's see. What if you just muted and complained? Then you'd be able to read my lips, and we're not having that.
That's true.
Okay, the questionnaire. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Okay. Let's see. Okay, do you want writing inspiration questions or writing method questions?
Oh God, not method.
Okay, writing inspiration. What was one of the most surprising things you learned in creating your books?
I feel like there's an answer to this. Surprising things I learned in creating my book. Yeah. Oh, you know what was surprising to me was that I set out to write this book with absolutely no plot. Like the whole point was it was just a witch the week before Halloween doing all the traditions my sister loves to do for Halloween. But then my brain was like, just kidding, here's the plot. And I felt like that was really encouraging to me that like there must just be something in the way that, you know, my imagination works that even in the like unbuilt playground sandbox world, it's looking for a pattern. It's looking for a plot. So that was cool because that is one of my big fears with a lot of story ideas I have is that I'll start writing, especially when I'm pantsing something, is that I'll start writing and there will end up being no plot.
Yeah.
But I do feel like a lot of times when I'm writing a story, it it's like it's a puzzle I have to piece together. And I think sometimes that's why plotting is actually my downfall beforehand, because it's like I do the puzzle before I even start the writing.
Mm-hmm.
And I find those moments of satisfaction when you have the light bulb moments, as we call them,
Yeah.
where you figure out why you wrote this weird sentence that felt like it was foreshadowing, but you don't understand why it was foreshadowing. And then you're like, oh, wait, but it could be
In a minute.
foreshadowing for XYZ.
Yeah.
And then it feels like it was intentional right from the start. And I love that. It's so satisfying. But if it's all been plotted out beforehand,
Mm-hmm.
you don't really get that, which means you don't really get the reward. So,
Yeah.
how about you?
A surprising thing I learned. What was surprising?
I should do a pumpkin. I haven't been doing a lot of pumpkins recently.
Oh, yeah.
I'm at the finish line and I feel like I can really feel it, you know?
Oh, yeah. It's getting to you.
Yeah.
What is the surprising thing I learned? I mean, with Cruel Summer, it's kind of that I was like capable of writing and revising and like actually doing the thing, like proof of concept,
Mm-hmm.
like proof of being able to see a thing all the way through, like get through so much of it, and it changes so much, and yet at the same time, I feel like not a lot has changed.
Yeah.
Like, and I think I learned, you know, how to change things and make the book better without feeling like I'm losing my artistic integrity.
That's a big one for you.
Fear of mine.
Yeah.
And I think that was like understanding what artistic integrity actually means to me. Like artistic integrity, I feel like for a long time was just like keeping the book as it is, as I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And realizing that I actually have to like pin down what I'm trying to do. And then every revision is chipping away at getting to that. And that's where the artistic, because it's actually, I feel like such a disservice to myself to not revise the book to be the best it can be and to just like be afraid of changing it too much.
Yeah.
And, honing in on what makes the book and taking out the things that don't make it that and putting them back together and putting new stuff in that does continue to bring the book to the point where I wanted it to be. So I am satisfied with the product. I think was a surprising lesson because, I talk a big game about stuff, but at the end of the day, like I still like there is and like Cruel Summer very much like, even though it's much like yours, like it started out as just this silly project where I was like, this will be a secret, I'm never going to do that. I started writing at 4 a.m. Like this is just for me to try to find my spark again, because I was writing a book that had no life to it. Like it was so deeply lifeless. And even though I love the idea, I love the characters, I love the ideas, it just wasn't authentic to me. And authenticity, I think, matters more to me than integrity.
Interesting.
So I think it's, I think I've kind of loosened my ideas about what I, want, and like actually honing in on what I want has been really helpful for my development as a writer. And I have that Cruel Summer to thank for that. Because it should always be the love of my life. I love it. That's a big one for Elmo. Wow, so proud. Slay. Yeah. Yeah, it's so funny because I think, like basically my entire life changed because I, at 4 a.m., woke up and wrote the first lines of Cruel Summer, while watching a fucking tennis match.
Yeah.
Hi, Lisa. Not on headphones at the moment. How long are you streaming? Don't know how you're going to get this message.
This much longer.
Yep.
This much longer.
We're so close. We're so close to the end.
I know, guys. This is kind of crazy, actually.
Thank you, Zainab. Slady. This means a lot coming from Slaynab.
Slaynab.
Slaynab. And then I bullied you into being like, no, this is good. This should come out. Oh, I have all to thank. All of my thanks go to Miranda. Let's find another question. Let's see. Oh, why is it doing that to me?
Wait, can we do like just 10 seconds of dead air so I can get a clip for TikTok?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. I just needed
ASMR. The ASMR is perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, I cannot hear y'all. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Miranda. Lisa, they said not much longer because the model says that many left to sign. Perfect. Miranda says, me to both of your books, by the way. This was also me with Tibafoe.
Well,
yeah.
Going back to the like conversation about get yourself real, like not yes men friends, it was Jessica Williamson that was really like that when it clicked for me, because we all know Jess is not like effusive.
Yeah.
And she's very tough. She's a super honest reviewer. She's always said that. She's like, to my friends, like, give me your books and I will tell you what I actually think about them. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat shit for you. You know, that's like, that's her personality.
Yep. And I love her for that.
Me too. And so valuable in a writing community, right?
Yeah.
It's so valuable to have that. And it's not like she just got back and she was like, yeah, this is good. It's not like she got back and she was like, oh no, I really enjoyed it. She literally said to me that it was one of her favorite books she's ever read. And I was like, so taken aback. I was like, wait, what? And yeah, it just made me sit for a second and be like, wait, could this be more than just for my sister? So yeah.
Wow, is that why Jess is never my stuff? You could ask her. You could ask her.
Can't ask her.
Oh, hi, Violet. Are you having a headache? I'm sorry if you do. Yeah, you really need your friends to tell you to fucking publish it. Let's see. This is a deep question.
Okay.
Kind of.
Oh, okay.
What is the most difficult part about writing a book?
The most difficult part about writing a book. I would say the pressure that I put on them, you know, whether it's the pressure of, because once, to be no offense to Jess, but once I was like, oh, this could be something, suddenly, I mean, Katie saw, I like was crying over the
Paralyzed.
at some point, like it was really hard. So whether it's
can I tell the story? Because it's so fucking funny. I don't know if I think we've probably told this live, but we were at the lake. The lake. I almost said the real name. I didn't.
I know. I sensed it coming.
I paused. We were at the lake and there's a dock and we were all kind of sitting on the dock reading. I remember because I was reading The Glass Witch by Lindsay Puckett. Great book, by the way. And I feel my phone buzz in my lap because I'm listening to music. And to set the scene, there's me, one of Wallace's friends. I think her sister was there. Can't remember. I think Miranda was probably there too. But so we're all sitting on the dock in these like lawn chairs, or like these like really comfy like kind of chairs that kind of go back, and you're like sitting in the sun. It's all lovely. Water sparkling, beautiful. It's all quiet, you know. And we're like, I'm like 2 chairs down from Wallace. Actually, I don't know if Miranda was there, but anyway, I'm 2 chairs down from Wallace. And
Miranda was there. Miranda was there last year.
I don't think she was at the dock for this.
Oh, okay.
Because we'd all just anyway. And so my phone buzzes, and I look down, and it's a message from Wallissimo, and I open it. 10 feet away, like it's silent, like we could talk.
Well, and also just for context, this is late August. They were all visiting me for Labor Day, right? So it's last days of August. I had intended on finishing a draft of, at the time, called Tibafoe, this book's for October, by September 9th. Okay? So that's the context you need.
it's like the weekend, it's like the days before Labor Day, which
Yeah.
is like the second. Like we're on crunch time.
Yeah.
And she texts me and she goes, I think I have to rewrite the whole book. And I remember so vividly. I drop the glass witch. Like I close, like it closes on my lap. I don't even remember where I was. And I
Sorry,
turn to
Lindsay.
Wallace. I turn to Wallace and I go, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
What do you mean?"
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was like a full, like there were days of panic. It was
Oh.
so panicked. Like Wallace had my my whiteboard and was just plotting and writing down questions and like just so like verging on hysterics.
Yes.
And I was like, we're gonna figure this out. And so we literally, and we came up with one of the main plot points actually with Mags on the dock there.
Yes,
and I was like, no, you can do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna get this done. Like we're gonna write this book.
Yeah, but I think
my whiteboard, Miranda's headphones.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. I remember those. That's right.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that's just the like, that's what it means is that I really do let pressure paralyze me, whether it's the pressure of publication or the pressure of exploring something in me. I think that's why a lot of my non-romantic books are hard for me to face because it's like this, the green is just totally gone. I don't even know why I'm trying. It's so I think that's my answer to the question is the hardest thing about writing the book is the pressure I put onto it.
What is the toughest part for me? I think committing. I mean, that's the answer, isn't it? I'm just really bad at committing to a single book because I have so many pots on the stove that I want to be eating from, that I want to be stirring, that I want to be, putting ingredients into, that I want to turn the heat up on, that it's just really difficult for me to commit to a single pan. And in turn, they all end up turning into mushy soup. And you just want girl dinner. Yeah, I just want a charcuterie board, which is why I'm writing 4 books at once.
Yeah.
So it's tough. Becca says the most difficult thing for me is motivation and discipline. Yeah, I think they're so difficult. Like, because like writing a book, it just takes so long. Like even if you fast draft, it still takes like weeks.
Yeah.
Write a book and to keep that momentum and to keep it going and like the planning and the process and then you have rounds upon rounds of edits and revisions and there's so much that goes into it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so cute. My husband just walked by the screen. I'm across the room and screamed, "These YouTubers just mentioned your book."
I need you to bring your husband back right now so we can set the record straight here. Lindsay's husband. Lindsay is on another level. Don't even pretend like with our babies. No,
yes.
Lindsay is our idol.
We love Lindsay.
We do.
In the moon and back. In the moon and back. Lindsay is the best. I know, this is so cute. That's so cute though.
That's super cute. He's so supportive. I love going back and watching Lindsay's videos announcing her book deal, and you can just see her husband's joy for her, like just knowing that she fulfilled a dream. And like I love that. Like there is such a signal of partnership in that interaction. Like not to put your laundry on blast, Lindsay, but you have to me it looks like you have a great relationship.
Yeah. We love Lindsay. Thank you for also loving Lindsay.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute.
The sweetest man we adore. We do. I know. It's so true. We do. They're so good. I literally watched the Valentine's Day video you made with Brian whenever I get sad.
That's
so cute, Anna. OTP.
Oh my God, so true.
Respectfully.
What? Oh,
Miranda said OTP, respectfully. Where Lindsay's husband stands over here. Yes. Just Lindsay's husband's fan club. Yes. in the most respectful platonic way possible.
Yes.
Oh, that's so funny. Why did we decide to do this though? Like, writing books because it's difficult. Like that's sometimes
everything else sounded terrible, to be honest.
That's true. That is so true. To be fair, we also talked about Lindsay like this when she joined.
So true.
The most respectful way possible. To be fair, we're also Lindsay stans.
So true.
Ryan is swooning over the
Oh,
attention. How
oh,
very
cute.
is he a Cancer? I feel like he's a Cancer. That's very Cancer.
Stop.
It's only difficult because you care about it. Miranda, come in. Miranda, I don't even need to write books. I just have to have Miranda hold a mirror up to me. Like, here you go. She's always got me. If you didn't care, you could write garbage and it wouldn't matter. This is what happened to me in Lake, actually, for reals. Like, I realized I cared about the book and I wanted it to be good. And then I was like,
Yeah.
kidding.
It's the pressure.
The pressure. The demands of the job.
Under pressure.
Pushing down on me.
Okay, friends, whenever you are dealing with, I'm manifesting this for every single person watching, by the way, whenever you have to sign 700 copies of your book, get 1 pen per 100 pages.
There you go.
I just feel like that's the best thing. This is how much we have left. I have to find another pen.
You got this.
All of my pens are dead. And my black pen is completely gone. My silver pen is completely, well, my silver pen is really patchy and I just don't like the quality.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Miranda says, self-plagiarizing because I'm stealing a convo from my work in progress right now. Lindsay says, we are cracking up and smiling. So big over here. Heart. Illy. Oh. Mullen says, I thought you were saying one pen per page, so 100 pens per 100 pages. And then the pineapple pen song popped into my head. Oh no. Okay. He's a Cancer moon and it's so strong. Oh my god. Twins, Brian. Oh my twins. God. I also have a Cancer moon.
I think I have, maybe my hoarding tendencies have saved us. I have metallic craftwork pens.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna see, and they're silver, so we're gonna see if they.
I love how you say your hoarding tendencies as if you didn't declutter your entire life a year ago.
But notice how I didn't declutter any stationery.
Thank God. It was up here. You were like just astral projecting into the future.
That's true.
I'm trying. You meant it.
Lindsay, tell your husband that if he ever wants to play D&D, I'm down.
Yes.
Like, I feel like Lindsay, her husband, I'm not saying that publicly, but you know how there's a thing that we're doing in November? Should I plan for us to play D&D?
Yes.
Of one shot.
Yes.
Right after my book tour, I'm gonna be so exhausted, but I don't even care.
Yes.
So fun.
Yes.
Well, and I think everybody but Mars might be there, so we could do Blank Page Tavern too if we wanted.
We could do Blank Page. Oh my god, it could be like our we could film it like but it would be like our pumpkin one that we did
yeah, like that.
I love it so much.
I think that'd be fun.
R.I.P. Me to Pieces.
R.I.P. Me to Pieces. That was so funny.
So good. Okay, Wallace, don't say that, otherwise you will encourage my hoarding addiction.
No tendencies. Sorry. Declutter as you need to.
Yes, I was totally thinking of that, if that's the one I'm thinking of. It actually really works. It looks like the other one.
Yeah, I think we are getting so close, guys. I think we've probably got 10 minutes left, everybody. Final stretch. Is there like
a stretch?
Oh, good call.
Stretch.
I can feel it. My wrist is like, I'm starting to feel it. But I'm a little embarrassed that I was like telling my publisher, I was like, oh, like it might take me a week to sign these 700 pages. Like, they're probably like, wow, this girl.
3-hour stream.
Yeah. Wow.
It's not hoarding if your stuff's cool. Miranda, I don't know about that. Okay, let me find another question.
Yeah. Everybody do a stretch. Everybody take a sip. Oh my god, I almost took a sip out of the ink water. Not that it actually has ink in it because the caps were on, but you know, the vibes are off.
The vibes would have been rancid. Enabler in chief reporting for duty. I love you, Miranda.
Amazing. Actually, you know what's so nice about these ones too is that they don't. Oh, they totally do. I was like, they don't bleed as much, but they totally do.
That gives inkwell a whole new meaning. um,
Every so often I'm putting something that says you are magic. So if anybody gets one that says that, let me know. I'm gonna die though if like nobody gets any of the cool ones.
Oh.
If they only send out the ones with just my normal signature, if they just throw away all the ones with the pumpkins and stuff,
No, I don't think they would.
Unless they're like, wow, these pumpkins are ugly.
That's just part of the vibes.
I'll do another witch's hat. Those are fun.
Ooh, I love those. Ooh, this is a good question for you, Ms. Mel.
Okay.
What part of the book, Adasm, was the most fun to write?
Ooh. A part that doesn't exist anymore. So it's the scenes of just Kate at home and me being like, and then she cooked this, and then she did this, and then this, that, this. That was super fun because I was just, I would say a lot of the food stuff actually, just because I was going over recipes that my sisters and I have eaten a lot. Like that's our tradition during October is to eat a lot of the foods that are in the book. And so I got to write about the process of cooking them and the way that they taste. And I don't know if you guys ever read a book. There's called something like, it's called the something sadness of lemon cake or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was a magical realism book where whoever cooked something, whatever they were feeling, this girl could taste it.
Yeah.
And I like was inspired by that. And so there's some moments where my main character is cooking and she's like grieving, and then that comes through in the flavor of the food. And I feel like that is so cozy and enjoyable to write. I don't know how enjoyable it is to read, but all the reviews are saying that they've appreciated it. So I'm going to go with it's fun to read. And also, I think that's one of the reasons I got my book deal was because my editor was like, oh, the food.
So hungry. Yeah.
But yeah, I will also say that the old ending was super fun. When I was writing it, I was cracking myself up, which is why we had to change the ending because there was just a part like, so the story starts off just aesthetic. Okay. Yeah. Old story. Now I feel like it's more consistent, but the way the book used to read was it started off and I was just about the aesthetic of, wait, I'm supposed to be signing. My bad. Was just supposed to be about the aesthetic of Halloween, right? And that was it, and just a fun time. And then the plot appeared, and then suddenly it was romantic, and then suddenly it was kind of spooky. And then suddenly it was September, and I was supposed to get this book done by October to give it to my sisters. So then we just started getting silly, and it became full camp to a degree that is actually ridiculous. So fun to write, so nonsensical to read. But yeah, I would say that the old ending was always super fun to write because I was just making myself holler.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Which is why we'll have to reveal it one day.
Yes. The new ending is good though. I think it is good.
I think it has echoes of the old one. It's just less campy.
Yeah, it's way less campy, sadly. But also probably for the best.
But it's still a little camp.
Okay, you guys, we're in countable range now. Hold on. This is how much we have left to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 left. I feel like I should be super intentional with these last 8.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something special for each one of them and then write this was the last one. On the last one. Wow, I literally can't believe I got this all done today. That is actually insane. What should I write? I'm just going to write enjoy the magic.
Oh, yeah. This book is for October.
Actually, that is going to be in the special edition.
Right.
They asked for me to write an author letter. And I included that little line as an homage to the original title.
Yeah. Just a little homage. Also, Lindsay says that Brian said if that happens, he might make a special trip over.
Oh, slay. Should I just write sleaze on?
Yes. Yes, please.
I'm not brave enough. I'm not brave.
Okay.
In person. Okay, Anna,
Like,
if you
yeah.
want to slay Lisa in your book, it's yours, baby girl. Oh, I didn't like that. I'm sorry.
You gotta put it in Lisa's.
Yeah.
Oh, she gets a drought proof for this. Yeah, let me just cue that up whenever she's done.
Thanks.
Because I do, in fact, I do have these. Because usually I delete all of like my footage after I'm done with the video.
Yeah.
I have kept all of the reacts on my computer for moments
the
like that.
Oh, all of our special things, you mean?
All our special things. I don't delete them. Anna says, draw a little tomato.
And just say,
I do. Anna gets one and I don't.
Lisa, you would absolutely get one if you came to a book signing. Absolutely.
Place first, Lisa.
Queen. I'm going to do a little outline on Merlin.
Merlin. Would love to go get a book signing. Where do I go?
Yeah, wish my newsletter would have told you.
Yeah. We'll post everything in the Discord.
I've been betrayed by GoDaddy, folks.
Yeah. Well, we'll post everything in the Discord. You know, as the time rolls on. Do you want another question, or are we done?
I think we're really just done. If you just want to yap just a little bit more to carry us through. I think I've got like 3 more. I've got 2 more.
2 more. Oh my god, this is.
I didn't actually sign this one. I just put this on the pile just to.
Just pumpkin.
Could you imagine?
Like, wow, this one just isn't fucking signed.
What a signature.
Wow, pumpkin. You are so close to 1,000 subs. I know. Let's get Wallace to 1,000 subs.
Let's get Wallace to 5,000 watch hours. That's what I want.
That'd be. Sorry. Clicking things without even reading.
I don't know why I say that. It's not like I'm expecting to make bank from freaking YouTube, you know?
Yeah, no.
All right, guys.
Is this it?
I love how at the beginning of this, I was like, ooh, you can't see it. And then I was like, and now I'm just like, look at it.
Look at it.
All right.
Hey, this is incentive for people to stick to the end.
So true. I'm writing, this was the last one. You are magic.
Cute. I'll drop the link again for the special box edition of DASM that you can buy.
Ta-da!
Woo! Your Jod approves.
Oh, that one's so nice too. It's nice and like long. I love that one.
I know. That's why it won't. So there's this thing in Discord that you can add like a soundboard thing to your like little thing when you're on a chat, when you're on a call. And the Jod approves is too long. Good soundboard. Yeah, but I love how long it is. I refuse to chop her.
No, she's so good, as is. Well, Katie, first of all, thank you so much and joining me for this. I felt like it was, I mean, I know it is almost 2 p.m. where I am, which means I can tell we've been going for 3.5 hours almost. Yeah. But this was such a huge task. I was so stressed over getting it done before I leave for my trip. So the fact that I was able to do it in one sitting with you, like truly this is friendship, because you make tasks like this feel like such a wonderful way to spend a day. So thank you so much. And thank you to everybody who came and joined us. I think it was Madison all the way at the start who was like, Wallace, this is such a huge moment. Like, congratulations. And I just want to reiterate that, like, I feel like today was so special. There are so many moments of the debut year that have been happening. And I feel like I've been getting really overwhelmed, as Katie can attest to. And today was just a really great way of like sitting down and participating in something that is like actually iconic, signing my book
Yeah.
and just getting to be with friends and chatting, writing, and really, I'm always going to remember today. And I'm so glad that we have it recorded. And thank you guys so much for coming. Yeah. Well, thank you guys. I know I didn't play an outro. I just went live like an amateur. Anyway, thanks everybody. I will be seeing you around. And do I have an outro to play? Should I play the blank page?
Suddenly we're in Fortnite Answer.
Fortnite Answer. Bye, guys. Go subscribe to the Blank Page Tavern if you like Dungeons and Dragons.
You want to procrastinate? We have a great time. Where will we go? College Fortnite Answer. We're there forever.